Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful morning, guys, and good morning to you guys. Do me a favor, please share this broadcast. Share it with your friends. Let's share it with our friends. And let's get on this topic of today. It's going to be a wonderful topic, guys. All right, so as you're coming in, please share it. Let your friends know that I'm live. That's the favor I'm asking for at this moment. Share this broadcast with your friends. Let's get to it. It's very important for us to discuss this topic because it's actually affecting a lot of people. It's affecting a lot of people. And if we can get to the bottom of it, it will be good. So please go ahead and share this broadcast. How are you doing today? And I want you to double tap. Can you please just double tap, put your hand on that screen and just keep tapping just to bring more people in. Just keep tapping. Golden Heart, thank you very much, Prince Ayola. God bless you. Let's keep tapping just to get more people's attention to come here. I will need you to just keep tapping. Just keep tapping. It's going to be awesome when you tap. Let's take the tapping to the next level. Babs, how you doing, my brother? Let's take the tapping to the next level. It's possible for us to get to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 on the tapping. It will attract a lot more people. All right, good morning. Let's go ahead and just start right now, but just keep tapping, guys. Just keep tapping. Let's keep tapping. All right, I'm going to be doing a mixture of Yoruba and English. That's what I'm going to be doing today. If you don't understand whatever, just let me know. I'll interpret it. Okay. Now, the topic we have is married but living separate. As usual, I know. Married but living separately. All right. Married but living separately. I know you guys will know people like that. You don't understand Yoruba, that's okay. I know you guys will know someone like that or a family like that. Husband living somewhere else and the wife living somewhere else. Even within Lagos. Husband may be living in Oworoshoki and the wife is living in Ikeja. Okay? I'm still on Instagram. I am still there, but I'm not doing live on Instagram right now. It is just only TikTok. It's TikTok live. Okay? So, you see people, husband in Lagos and the wife in Abuja, or the wife in Ibadan, or husband in Abuja, the wife in Lagos. We see that. And then the most common one is husband in America, the wife in Nigeria. Husband in America, the wife in Nigeria. Come on, keep tapping, guys. Okay, so we see all this, happening. Even here in the U.S., husband in New York, wife in Houston. All right. Husband in California, wife in New York. Husband in Dallas, wife in Houston. Okay. And we do these all the time. A lot of people were doing it. I know you know somebody like that. I know you know a family like that. Or maybe it's you. Your husband is not living in your house. Your husband will only come home once every 6 months. Thank you very much. So all for Christ. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? So you know someone like that. Like someone very close to you like that. All right. Somebody's saying I'm in that shoe. All right. And I don't know if you would like to come and share your story with us. Why? What caused it? Why are you living separately? All right. So it will be good for you to make a request if you want to come online to share your story with us. Just for us to know. just make the request to join as a guest. I will approve it, and I'll bring you up in here, to talk about what you're going through and why. Why did you choose? Why did you choose? Somebody is even bringing a very solid one here. Said husband in master bedroom, wife in guest room. All right. Somebody saying, is it like a temporary thing? No, it's not. It's kind of like that's the way they want it. And if you go to my Facebook page right now, that's me about 8 years and ready to move on. If you go to my Facebook page right now, you will see how the men were, how they're cursing me. We're in here, you're a stupid person. This thing you're doing, you're a crazy person. Why will you teach me how to run my home? And da. You see them. I am so happy to read those comments, which means that you are actually talking about things happening. And the men, some of the men, they're doing it intentionally. And you listen to the kind of, the excuses they're giving. Is like, well, will I bring my wife here and let her destroy my life? That's kind of weird to me. All right? So why marry a wife you don't trust? Because somebody else, is experiencing something, that doesn't mean you will experience it. How are you treating the woman that is destroying lives? Okay? Your friend is the one now going through that stuff, brought his wife, and the wife destroyed his life. I think you need to go and investigate how is he treating the wife? How was the wife treated for her to act that way? And then you don't do that. And I think you will have peace. How about people like ourselves who brought our own wives here? And these women, they're adding value to us. They're helping us. They're building our lives. How about those ones? All right? And I don't understand. I want to understand. But it's kind of like really confusing to me. Thank you for the gift. Thank you very much, guys. It's confusing to me. And I need people to come and educate me if you have opportunity of educating me about this. But I'm going to break it down first. Prince, how you doing? I'm going to break it down first. Okay? So if you want to join the conversation, you can join, along the line. Number one is that you are not in companionship, you are in marriage. You are not in companionship, you are in marriage. You didn't suggest companionship from the start. You did not. When you guys were going to the altar, you didn't say, this is companionship. You did not say, you're going to live separately, I'm going to live separately. We only meet when we need each other. You did not plan that. You didn't say that. That is companionship. Companionship is you live in your house, I live in my house, and we are together. During the time that you guys were, getting ready to get married, you are very excited about marriage. Okay? And you as a man, you're feeling like, okay, I don't want anybody to be touching my wife. I want to keep my wife with me, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay? Now, you guys moved in together. As married couple. Now the kid is now 1 year old, 2 years old, and we have two of them. And they must be taken care of. Somebody must drop them off in school. Someone must give them a bath in the morning. Someone must make their food. Someone must change the diaper. Someone must babysit. Now, this is the time now that you are now trying to get a job in Abuja so that you can move to Abuja to get away from all of these responsibilities. And then you keep your wife in Lagos and you stay in Abuja just to run away from the responsibility of taking care of children. All right? And then you now come and say, oh, I can take care of my own. What you're doing is not right. What you're doing is not right. You can't leave the woman alone to take care of all these things and she will still go to work and she'll pick up the kids from school and still come back, make food, give them a bath and take care of them. And so you can't do that. That is wrong. IBK, how are you? That is wrong. That is what they call wickedness. That's wickedness of the highest order. It's not good. Ojumeji lo ń bímọ. And the two of us supposed to be in the life of our kids as they grow up and then we take care of them together. It is not right. And then come to think of it, you are saying my job is taking me to Abuja. Okay. And then we allow you to go and settle in Abuja. You get an apartment there, and then you move all the family with you in Abuja. You are making enough money to pay your bills, and then you are now slicing the stuff into two. You're paying rent in Abuja, and you're paying rent in Lagos. All because you're wasting the money, or because you want to actually be free to live a single person's life. You want to be a bachelor, and at the same time, you want to be married. All right? Now you've succeeded in giving this woman 2 kids. Now she's busy. She's focused on the children. All right? Now focus on the children. And right now, you now decide to now be a single man. And then you now move your job to Abuja, or move your job to Abakaliki, or move your job to Ibadan. And now you're able to run away from responsibility. You are not changing diaper, you're not dropping kids in school, you're not feeding the kids, you're not doing nothing. And you are getting served in Abuja. You have girlfriends. Not only 1 or 2 or 3, you have girlfriends you're sleeping with all over Abuja. But she doesn't have the right to sleep around. She can't sleep around. But she's not going to do it because of her kids. She's a mentor. She must mentor her children right. She can't be bringing men around her kids. You can't be bringing around her kids. You know what I'm saying? So she's stuck. Nobody's touching her. There is no I love you. There is no sex. There is nothing. All right? She's not getting all that. But you are busy in Abuja, and then you come home once every 2 months or once every 3 months. All right? And we can't call you on the phone. They call you on the phone. They're disturbing your peace. Oh, don't you know I'm working? I'm working. That's all you say. I'm working. But you're running away from your responsibility. You don't want to take care of the kids. And now you're running. Secondly, some of you just want to be promiscuous. Some of you just want to have the opportunity of sleeping around. You just want to have that opportunity of sleeping around. You just feel like, okay, let me just take a job in Abuja and leave my wife in Lagos and just be gone. And then you have the time to gallivant all around town and be free and live this single man's life and let somebody be raising your children for you. All right? Then you come back from Abuja and then you are tired. You can't even service your wife. You can't even, hang out with your wife. You can't do nothing. You have already disconnected from her because of all the other women you're seeing in Abuja and stuff. And then you feel like, okay, it's the right thing to do. I know how to take care of my home. I know how to do my thing. That's my home I'm doing. It's the one thing you don't realize is that woman will not continue to be a fool. That woman will not continue. Àwọn ọ̀bọ tó wà ní dánrè tí ń wọ tie. Àwọn ọ̀bọ dánrè tí ń wọ coat. You see, that woman will not continue to be a mumu. One day she's going to wake up. And by the time she wake up, that's when you're going to be running after me. You know, I say, hey, Dr. Jola, please come and talk to my wife for me. But right now that I'm talking to you, you are insulting me. Right now I'm talking to you, and then when you are between the age of 30 and 45, you will think you know what you're doing. You will think you know what you're doing. Get to the age of 55, you'll realize that you've been a fool all your life. There is nothing in this world that is worth dying for, okay? But your family. It is going to be your wife that will actually be left when everybody will dump you and abandon you. Your children will remember everything you did or why they were growing up. It's a memory. It's a memory. They're writing it down. You think those kids are small. You think they're actually small. They're not small. They will remember. A day will come that they will bring it out to your face. Daddy, you were not there when I was going for my football games. Daddy, you didn't take me to dance class. Daddy, you were never there when I did my graduation ceremony. You were not there when I actually fell off the chair and I broke my ribs and mommy took me to the hospital. They will bring it to your face. A day is coming when they're going to bring it, but you don't know right now. You're still enjoying life, thinking you're enjoying the life. You'll just keep on enjoying it. So many men are in this shoe right now. They are begging for attention. They are begging for forgiveness right now because they feel like they want to enjoy their life and there's nothing outside to enjoy. Is it not just sex? And you are paying for it. You're paying for the sex outside. The girlfriends you're having, you spend money on them. You go buy them shoes, buy them clothes, take them for shawarma, take them for suya. They go to fancy restaurant all around. You are wasting your money. Those girls will never be with you once everything is dead. Once everything is dead, just let your banana be dead. Those girls will leave you. Let you lose your job. You won't see them again. Get old and be smelling. You won't see those girls again. They are not with you because they care about you. They are only with you because of the money you're spending. Your wife is the only one who cares about you, love you to the extent that she said, I do, to marry you and to stay there in your life. But you've abandoned her. Okay? And that's not the most painful part of it. The most painful part of it is that you got a visa to come to the US. Come to the US. And now you're in the US and you've gone through all of the process of getting a green card and getting citizenship and all that stuff. And you've been a citizen right now for the past 7 years. But yet to bring your wife from Nigeria and the woman is still there struggling. The woman is still there suffering in Nigeria. And then you say, oh, I don't want to bring her. I don't want her to come and destroy my life like Funsho's wife did. I don't want her to come and destroy my life like Tokumbo's wife did. But you are not Funsho and you are not Tokumbo. And your wife is not Funsho's wife. And your wife is not Tokumbo's wife. What exactly did Funsho, what did he do to his wife to make his wife to destroy his life? What did Tokumbo did to make his wife to destroy his life? That's what you need to go and check. And then you now tell yourself, no, I'm not going to do what Tokumbo did. I'm not going to do what Funsho did. I am going to be nice. I'm going to be truthful. I'm going to be faithful. And I'm going to be respectful and stuff. And women will come in your life and transform your life. Women, they come in your life, transform your life. I've said it many times on my show. I've said this many times on my show. And what I've said is that women wake up for 2 reasons at night. And you think you're a man. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. You see, I'm doing this to save men. I'm doing this I'm not batching men. I'm not saying, oh, men are bad. But I'm doing this to save men and for them to concentrate and focus on the future because the future is coming. And that future is so fast. And you see, our strength as men will go down. The strength of a woman will go up. You won't believe it. You won't believe how it's going to happen. All right? Women, they get more powerful as they get older. And we get weaker as we get older. Always think about that part of it. Olu Jacob is enjoying his wife's support right now because it was nice. Olu Jacob was nice. He behaved well. He didn't cheat on his wife. He didn't do crazy stuff. And that's why now he's a vegetable right now. He couldn't do anything for himself. He couldn't do anything by himself right now. But the wife is still there holding on his hand and saying, this is my wife. This is my husband. This is my husband. That is Olu Jacob right there. He's a vegetable right now. The man is totally useless right now for himself. But the woman is still standing right there. Think about it. Not the girlfriend, though. It's not the girlfriend, not the sugar mommy. All right? It is your wife that will remain there when everything turns upside down. You know what I'm saying? So women, they wake up for 2 reasons. The number 1 reason they wake up in the afternoon, you're saying, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Okay? You're the man. Good. You finish yelling in the afternoon, you went to sleep and you're snoring. When you're snoring, your wife will wake up and you're still snoring. All right? Women, they wake up, number 1 reason is to want to choke you. They carry the pillow. Like, king could choke you with here. King choke you with here. Could you see evidence? There won't be any evidence. Once people pass on. Do you know how many men that passed away in their sleep? And that pillow boju one meaty. And they said they passed away in the Lord. He passed away in the Lord. No evidence of anybody strangling him. No evidence of somebody stabbed him with a knife. No evidence of poison in his body. He couldn't breathe and it was cardiac arrest. Okay? Cardiac arrest. That's what it is. You know? Nobody will see nothing. And then the second reason, and that's why you need to be careful. Be very careful, guys. Be very careful. Women are more powerful than you. Women are more powerful than you. You never believe it. The second reason why women wake up, they wake up to go to the prayer room. And they naked themselves. They will take their clothes off. And they roll on the ground. Can you please just be power tapping, please? I want to see the bubbles, man. You know what I'm saying? So they wake up to go to the prayer room and pray for their husband. Father, Lord, let him continue to make it. Father, open channels of blessing unto this man. Father, continue to give him a good heart. Continue to bless the work of his hand because the man must have been good. Must have been good. It's good. All right? Must have been good. I know. I will try. I will try and be careful of what I say. Thank you for reminding me. Must have been good. So many of you guys don't understand these things. So you stayed in America for 7 years, you are a citizen of the US, and then you refuse to bring your wife up in here, and then you left your children and your wife in Nigeria, okay, without anything good planned, and you are here just gallivanting, and then can you tell me, can you prove to me that you are not sleeping with somebody here? Can you prove to me that you are not sleeping with somebody here? You tell me. All right? If you can prove it to me, I'll listen. So, no matter what you do, you are depriving yourself of a lot. You are depriving yourself of a lot. But you won't want to hear that your wife stepped out. If it's about your wife stepping out right now, it's a problem. But let's reverse the case. Let it be the wife that is here and you are in Nigeria. Will you still say, stay in America, I want to stay in Nigeria? You still want to come here? You will say, oh, she's not filing for me, oh, she's not, oh, she must be sleeping with somebody else, oh, she's not filing for me, oh, and stuff. Then you want to come here. And then they bring you here. Women will always bring their husbands here. Women, they will always bring their husbands here. All the time. They will always. It's only some of the men that wants to keep their wives in Nigeria because they are enjoying their lives here. They're free. They're free. They're so free. They do whatever they like. Now, Prince Salah, now, I want you to tell me, if you are a man and your wife is here, your wife is here in the US, and you are in Nigeria, but you don't have a good job, or I'm not talking maybe you're a senator or you're a businessman making millions and stuff, but you're in Nigeria, you're struggling, and your wife is telling you, I'm not bringing you to the US, stay there in Nigeria. How long do you think you'll be able to stay as a man? For how long will you stay with such a woman? How long will you stay? How long will you stay as a man? How long will you stay as a man? Tell me. Be truthful about it. For how long will you stay there? How long? You will not stay. After the first year, you're going to start having girlfriends around and say, oh, this shit here, no, mo shit, me no, you, oh, to America, how many men will stay in Nigeria, their wives here? How many will you do it? You won't. But women will do it. Women will stay there. Some women are still there right now in Nigeria, 10 years, 20 years, are still waiting, and the only excuse is that I don't have papers. And they're already a citizen, and they keep lying. I don't have paper. I don't have paper. And they're going to Nigeria and coming back. They're going to Nigeria and coming back. It's not a good thing. You see, whenever we see women acting, when they start acting crazy, you would think that they are just naturally crazy. They are not just crazy. Something is making them go crazy. A woman can't just decide to want to kill her husband or to pine her husband, sorry. A guy can't just decide to pine her husband. A woman, something must have pushed her. She must have been pushed to the wall. Okay? I'm telling you, there can never be a reaction without the action. There must be an action that actually brings the reaction. That what you're saying is the ripple effect of what you've done. That's the ripple effect. And I always say this to men, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong. If that woman was a bad woman, you wouldn't have married her in the first place. I didn't mean she was a bad woman. Okay? I didn't mean she was bad. That this woman is bad, oh, be slapping me during friendship time, oh, be cheating on me during friendship, be yelling at me during friendship time, oh, da-da-da-da. Somebody's saying something here. Let me check it. He said 10 years, he said no paper. He was lying, got a woman pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You would have married her. You this one is Digolugi, I'm not marrying this one. That would be what you say. But you married her because she was sweet. You married her because she was nice. You married her because she was, the kind of woman you're looking for. That was why you married her. And then something destroyed and messed her life up in the marriage. But you are not so truthful to that fact that let me be responsible one time. What caused this thing? All right, it's my lifestyle of cheating. What caused this is because I'm a bully. What caused this is because I'm an oppressor. What caused this is because I did this or I did that. So you're supposed to understand that there can't be smoke without fire. Fire will always smoke. Fire will always bring the smoke. But you can't just be shouting about the smoke. Oh, the smoke, the smoke. How about the fire? Oh, the reaction. How about the action? Can't we go and look at the action before we look at the reaction? All right? Okay, the woman is reacting. Good. But how about the action? What prompted this? Pastor Shola, why did you remove pastor from your name? Are you no longer a pastor? I don't want the title anymore, but I'm doing the work of a pastor. I'm doing the assignment God has given to me, but I just don't want to have the title. Nigerians don't understand title. They limit you once they see pastor. Pastor. They believe a pastor is supposed to be a dummy. They're just going with Bible here and say, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. They think that's a pastor. They think a pastor is that person that will be wearing Ankara, Adire, and wearing Shokoto with one Alimos Go shoe and stuff. Or they believe that the pastor is who you slap. When you slap, he will just say, oh, God bless you. My shake my friend, so it's better for me and you not to be pastor. We don't have pastor at the back of our names, okay? So tima 40 or 40 pada. Ti won ba for me, ma 40 me no pada. To back boom, ma boo e ma boo ya. So they will say, but you can't say me pastor. I'm human being. I have feelings. I have flesh and blood. If you insult me, I do mine back. You slap me, I slap you 10 times. You kick me, I will kill you. All right? And that's it. That's it. So with that pastoral title is limiting you. It won't let you react. It won't let you say some certain things that you're supposed to say. And people always forget that you are not the assistant of God. You are a regular human being like everybody. So there's limit to what I could take. There's limit to what I could take. So you can't just come here and just be saying all nonsense to me. Well, I'll say it back to you. I'm serious. I'll say it back to you. I'm telling you. So you won't say, oh, but you could yourself a pastor. I didn't call myself a pastor. God called me. And then they ordained me. And then they put pastoral title. Now I removed it. But I'm still working. Okay, I'm still working as a pastor. I still have a ministry. I run a church also. Okay, so that's it. So if you can't know, I understand myself. I want to live a free life. I don't want to be this pastor that couldn't eat when other people are eating. But one pastor came for one event, and this pastor is hungry. He's hungry as hell. He's hungry as hell. And because pastors are not allowed to eat outside, the guy was hungry and he was laming the baby. Me, I look at him and say, he being Papa story. So I called him and said, Pastor, you're hungry? I said, yes. I said, come to my office and eat. The guy ran and followed me. When they put pounded yam in front of him, the man sambalide pounded yam like as if he has been hungry for 20 years. Me, I eat in front of my church members. I eat at parties. I don't pretend anyhow. Me, I eat. My eating will not affect your life. My eating is not going to change my name. You know, that kind of stuff. So what is the problem with you? You know, go and eat where everybody is eating. Jesus Christ was eating with the disciples. Why are you not eating with your own people over there? You pretend you can't eat in front of people because you're a pastor. I don't want to be that person. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a pastor. So take your title away. Let me be me. Let me just be real. Me, myself. Let me be able to talk about whatever I want to talk about. At any time I want to talk about it. All right? Without being judged. Without being called, oh, but you call yourself a pastor. Yes, I am a pastor. I didn't call myself. All right? There's a call of God over my life, and I'm operating under that call of God over my life, and that's what I'm doing. All right? So if you have a problem with that, you can go and Chris Transformer. And that's it. You go Chris Transformer. And I'm warning you. You insult me, I insult you 20 times. You know, be Jesus. You slap me, I slap you 50 times. You know, be Jesus. Jesus gone away. I'm still working on you. You are still work in progress. I say, yes, Baba God, I'm still work in progress. But 10 times this. But my daddy, you are forgiving my son. You are forgiving my son. Man, that. Man, I'm all about Jesus. Man, yes, I say, my boy, and he let that me be a you. Go say me more dara me sao. For you, I'm just confessing to you. I beat the guy, and I know you forgive me, and that's it. And so, no, come so bear next time, sir. Any ko no sir. Ko dem aso so next time to batu some atum no sir. That's it. So you see, that's the reason. I want to be me. I don't want to be like another person. I'm not a gentle person. I can't be pretending to be gentle. And then some of the pastors will start acting like Baba Adeboye. Baba Adeboye's life is different. He's a gentleman by his nature, and you are not. And then you have to now start acting like him. No, I don't want to. My name is Shola. My name is not Adeboye. My name is Shola. I'm a different person. My personality is different. My temperament is different. The way I talk. So God is not intending to change me. He created me with this. And his plan is to use me like this. So my own kind of people will come to me, and their own kind of people will go to them. So you don't have to be here to listen to me if you are not my kind. If you are looking for Holy Ghost fire pastor, go to them. If you are looking for deliverance or deliverance pastor, go to them. If you are looking for prayer warriors and prayer contractors, go to them. But if you are looking for Rema, someone that will slap your face like 20 times, and reset your brain, come to me. Come to me. The way you come to me, you are receiving the slap and you are still laughing. That's what it is. And you're changing your life. All right? That's me right here. That's me. That's me right here. That's why they call me the lion. When they call me the lion on Facebook, in those days, the lion. Because of my method of delivery, people love it. Because I'm not going to be lying to you. I will tell you the real truth, the way it is. I am not diplomatic at all. I am not. I tried to be, but it didn't fit me. Didn't fit me. All right. So the issue here, as we was talking about this, is that the benefits of husband and wife living together is a lot. It's a lot. Okay? That benefit, husband and wife living together, is a whole lot. When I newly got married, many years ago, and I was working for a pastor called Pastor Lesekese in Ibadan. And my salary was just 500 naira per month. And I must go to church between 7 in the morning and 11 at night. And sometimes I must have to stay in church until the next day, and I'll go home and take a bath, and then I come back to church. So it's more like a lifestyle, 24/7 on call. And then night vigil will come in, and minister's prayer will come in, and all that stuff. And then they assign some customers to me to pray for. We fast with them, we pray. But my salary, actually, at that time was 500 naira. So I got married. 2 weeks after I got married, no, 1 week after I got married, I got fired from that same job. I got fired from the job. And I was walking back to the house. And I was thinking in myself, I must have married the wrong woman. I said, Yoda, how come 1 week? He said, I'm still managing this job. And 1 week after marriage, I got fired. So I was going on. Actually, as I was going on, I was intending to go and cancel the marriage. I said, I don't want marriage again. I don't want marriage anymore. So I was going on. I was angry as hell. I was angry. And when I got home, by the time I opened the door, I was smelling egusi soup and pounded yam. Oh my God. a goosey soup in my house. Who cooked it? Shola, you're married. Oh, really? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, a goosey soup. So I sat down. I drank water. And she came out and said, how was your day? How are you doing? I have your food. I said, And then the egusi soup landed. And the pounded yam, so I started validating the thing and my body can't calm down. I said, egusi soup. They just fired me. And they fired me. I'm eating egusi soup with nice mama and ejakika with pounded yam. I was like this life, I don't understand though. When I finished eating the pounded yam, I sat down, I was resting. That's what happened. I said I got fired today. But I didn't tell her what I was thinking on the way. And she said to me, she said, it's going to be all right. She said, I still have my own job. So we're still good. I said, yes. I said, but I don't know where to start from. She said, somewhere. You're going to start from somewhere. And that word, the statement, the way she packaged the word, everything was kind of like really convincing that my head connected with it. And I just kept quiet and I went to take a bath and then entered the room and, and then you go and do the, you know what I'm saying? And I just totally forgot about my problem. And 2 days after, then I got a call. And one pastor was looking for associate pastor. Now called me that, do you want to work for me? I said, how much, sir? He said, 5,000 naira. I said, sir, 5,000 naira a year or 2 months, 3 months? He said, no, 5,000 naira per month. I said, wow. I said, cool. I said, yes, I'm interested. So I told my wife, I said, they just gave me a job for 5,000 naira. I said, ooh, congratulations. So you have to go. So I resumed there. And I was there working. And this pastor, he was very lazy kind of person. He won't go to meetings, he won't do anything. He'll be sending me to go to all the meetings. Every meeting there, if they invite him to go to meetings, they go there, Shola, go there. When they invite him to go and preach, Shola, go there, Shola, go preach over there, Shola, go over there. Me, I was going, developing myself. And one day, somebody came to the office, 500 to 5,000. Somebody came to the office and just gave us a letter that we have been invited to come for the Abonki's Crusade meeting and stuff. And our church must be represented. They need our choir, they need our ushers, they need our prayer warriors, they need our counselors and all of our associate pastors. So I waited for him to come to the office, so I presented the letter to him and said, Shola, go over there, Shola, go there, Shola, go there. So I said, okay, sir. So I left, I went to the meeting. And I got to the meeting and it was Assemblies of God church pastor who was presiding. And then he started asking questions about construction. I actually read civil engineering. And I started responding and then they look at me and say, you're a pastor? I said, yeah. And you're an engineer? I said, yeah. He said, okay, you're going to be the chairman special duty committee to construct the crusade ground. And then your allowance is going to be 4,000 naira per day. Your allowance will be 4,000 naira per day. So that's part of your feeding, your hotel, and everything. And then we give you money, 250,000, 500,000 every day to pay for the workers. I fainted. Then I woke up. Then I fainted again. Then I run back to the house. And I told my wife, I said, this is what is happening. This. So I did. And then I went to the office and I sat down. I made a report to my boss. And the boss was like, are they giving you the money or me? I said, no, sir. It is me, sir. It is me. I was the one that spoke at the meeting. You were not there. I was the one who spoke at the meeting. And they appointed me special duty committee chairman to construct the crusade grant. Not you, sir. I went to represent you, but not in that capacity now. It's in capacity of me knowing the job and stuff. The guy was pissed off. So that was how I started doing the whole stuff. And then from there, boom, 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 boom. We moved from the boys' quarters of my house to a 2-bedroom apartment. From there, God just blessed me. So I began to look at it. Now, the very first breeze that blew was actually me losing my job. Once you find the right wife, that's why the Bible says he who finds a wife finds he who finds a wife finds a good thing and then obtain favor from the Lord. So the very first breeze that blew was a bad one. I didn't know that the first breeze was just to take me away from where I used to be, taking 500 naira per month to taking me to another level all right, because of the presence of a woman in my life. All right? The presence of it, because God must feed that wife and babies too. So it must to open channels of blessing. So it took me away from there. I was thinking that I was holding on to that $500, 500 naira. I was holding on to that 500 naira. I was holding on to it like, this is my life here. Then they fired me from there. I was thinking it was negative. But actually it was a blessing in disguise. And my wife said, don't worry about it. I still have my job. I'm still going to be working. We'll use my money to feed and stuff. Then I got 5,000. Then from there, I started making 4. Every day, I was putting it in a bag. And ladies and gentlemen, I did not sleep in hotels. I only sleep in hotel once in a while. I was sleeping inside of one particular bus. They put a bus on the side over there, one rugged bus that is not working again, no tire, no nothing. I was sleeping inside the stuff. And I was putting my money inside the bag. I would wrap it around myself. I'll hold it until morning. And then after 3 days, 4 days, I'll go home and empty the bag to my wife and say, can't you take it to the bank? And I will run back to the place. And that was how we did it. And she was very faithful. And she would even call me and tell me, this is how much I put there, this is how much you put in the bank. I'll say, cook. I'll say, do this. She was still working. I was going to work and coming back, still bringing her money at the time. And then from there, I got the visa to travel. Then I left Nigeria. And the day I was leaving Nigeria, I told my wife, I said, yeah, give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'm coming to take you. That was what I said. And 2 weeks turned to 15 years. 2 weeks turned to 15 years. The 2 weeks turned to 15. I was walking around. I was making money. I was spending it. I was lavishing it. I was making money. I was squandering the money. I couldn't do anything good for myself. I left the oil company. I went to pastoring. I went back from 15,000 to 1,000. I was just going all around. I started a recording studio. I started a rehearsal studio. I started a hall, a banquet hall. I was just doing this wahala. Couldn't amount to nothing. One day, I thought about it in myself. I said, by the time I become a citizen, I have to bring this woman here. So I brought my daughter first. And after that, my wife got a visa. And then she came. Actually, before she came, she was in a hurry. She said, why don't you buy my ticket now? Let me come and take care of you. And I said, oh, yeah, we go buy it. I was really enjoying that piece of no woman in my life. As in, like, I could do what I like. Whenever we fight, we type. You know, when you fight on the phone. Say, and then you cut off, and the person is not in front of you. You are fine. It's a very beautiful time. Very beautiful moment to fight on the phone. Fight on the phone, and the face is not registered. You are not seeing the person as like, you want to go to the bathroom, that person is not in the bathroom. You want to go to the kitchen, that person is not disturbing your way to the bathroom because you don't want to talk to that person. So you're fighting on the phone. I was enjoying that. But my life was actually meaningless. I was just working for somebody else. I was making money for somebody else. I was more like a slave. I couldn't make anything happen for me. And then eventually we bought the ticket. And then she appeared, boom. And then she followed me to my church that was pastoring. Me, I was very happy. I was very, very happy to go and showcase my church to my wife. And I said, hey, let's go to church Sunday. I got to church. She was dressed up in one nice red dress. I was wearing a nice suit. You're looking all responsible. You know, when a woman is next to you, you start acting responsible. You know, all the women that you always wave to before you put your hands in your pocket and say, how are you doing, madam? God bless you, man. And everybody could see that you are changing, all right, just within one day. So because a woman is next to you, all right, a woman will actually create that atmosphere of respect around their husbands. I'm not going to lie to you, all right? They will. They know how to do it, all right? So sat down next to me and stuff, and then we finished the service and stuff, and then we're doing offering time and everything. And she leaned over to me. And then she said to me, she said, Shola. I said, yes. I was thinking she wanted to say, good job. You're doing well. No, she did not say that. She leaned over and she said, Shola, I said, yes. She said, you are bigger than what you're doing. That was a slap on my face. That was more like somebody killing me. You know, I'm messing with my manhood. Someone just destroyed my heart. Someone just messed with my life. That I've been building this for the past 6 years. You know, I've been here, you know, shouting and the I've been doing this for 6 years. And the church is getting fuller. You know, people are coming. I met 15 people when I got there. Almost about 200 plus now and stuff. And then you are not coming in right now to now tell me that I'm bigger than this? Come on, man. That's a stupid stuff for you to say. I didn't talk to her all the way home. She sat down next to me. I was just driving. I didn't even talk to her. I was just driving. You know when you be talking to your daughter at the back and you're not talking to your wife? I was just talking to my daughter. I was just driving. I was just driving. I was pissed off as hell. And then when I got back to the house, I went to the basement to sit down. And then that statement came back to me. And then I realized, for real, you've been dreaming about becoming big. This is not it. You can't stay here and just be shouting, you can't be doing this. This is not going to get you to where you want to go to. That woman is right. But how do I go? I don't have a job. I don't have anything that's going to give me money. You know, she just came like yesterday, and now she's telling me right now that I'm bigger than this. What am I supposed to do? Then I said, okay, well, I'm going to first of all try to drive Uber. Let me first of all drive Uber. Maybe I could make money with Uber, you know, to kind of like be able to make rent and stuff before I resign. And then I started driving Uber in New York and stuff. And I started making little money and stuff just to be able to put, you know, the whole thing together and all kinds of stuff. And lo and behold, it was just like people were waiting for me to leave that church before they invite me. It was like people were just waiting for me to leave that church before they invite me. So I just found out people started calling my phone. Hello, is this Pastor Shola? I said, yes. Oh, we have a relationship summit and we want you to come and speak. How much do you charge? And I say, I don't charge money, but if you take care of me, I'm fine. Just buy my ticket, get hotel, and then whatever you give me, I'm fine. And they say, yeah, deal. And then they start inviting me. I was just going from London to California to Dublin, going to Ireland, going there to Nigeria. I was just driving everywhere. And then they started making money. That was how I stopped driving Uber. And I looked at it one day. I said, oh God, this woman could see. She could see. So I went back home one day and I said, why did you marry me? Because me, I look like a refugee when I got married. I look like a refugee. I don't want to show you my picture. If I show you my wedding picture, you will run away. Would you be like, there's no jollof rice for my wedding. You know, even the wedding ring broke the second day. The second day, I was washing my clothes. The wedding ring just went, pa! I bought it on the roadside. I bought the thing on the roadside. So I asked her, I said, why did you marry me? And she said, she was informed that her husband would be a TV personality. I was like, me? I am a civil engineer. I'm not going to be a TV star. I don't have anything connecting to TV whatsoever. And then they ask her, stand by him. He will be great in life. I said, that was what they told you. Say, yes. I said, no wonder you married ugly muchacha like me. I was watching now. I was seeing. I was like, this fine girl. You're running after this ugly muchacha. I was just like, possibly only Liberty Stadium, oh money. Oh, of course. Liberty Stadium. Now, Papa, get that. You know, I told you, oh, yeah. Possibly call hotel bank, baba, anyone call, yeah. You will man, you tell him, my friend, you tell him, I'm having strong idea. Oh, yeah. You know, if you are broke, if you don't get money, you must be able to lie. If you don't get mouth, you don't get money, you'll be crazy person. You must get one of the two. So I got one of the two. I was using it, and I did. I used it beautifully. You know what I'm saying? So she told me that stuff, and I said, oh, okay. No wonder. I said, do you know what I'm seeing? She said, what? I said, you told me during that time that you're bigger than this, and I agreed that was right. And now I'm traveling everywhere. People are getting to know me more, and then I'm making little change here and there. I just want to, let you know that it's working and stuff. So you see, and I moved from one state to another, to another, to another until now. Okay? Until now. The benefit of having a woman with you is whenever you're down, they know exactly what to tell you. They know how to make you feel cool. They know exactly how to make you to see the future. That it's going to be all right. You don't have to worry about it. God is in charge. And they will say it like joke. And you see, thank you for the gift, everybody. Thank you, guys. They'll say it like joke, and then you start experiencing it. Now, the prayer of a woman is very important over one's life. You see, God did not put any embargo on the prayer of a woman. The only embargo he placed is actually on the prayer of a man. He says the way you treat your wife is the way God will treat your prayer point. But for a woman, their own prayers are just so say to heaven. When they are with you and they are happy, and you are very, very nice guy, you're treating them right, their prayer will always come to pass in your life. They know how to appease God. They know how to talk to God. They know exactly what to say to God. I don't know. I've never seen a woman in this world who doesn't know how to call upon God. You will see some women, they will dress up, put makeup on their face, lipsticks, everything, gele, all the way, touch their husband, touch their children. You will know that this person is a prayer warrior. They will take the wig off. They will throw the gele away, wipe all the makeup off of their face, enter the place, and then you hear Rakukakalama Kosandalama Rakatonde Rebosta Rekotolobolobo Lambregebedebedebedebedebe. Even the devil will get confused. Devil will say, I got to run. This one that is Robos Tolobo Inga. Yemoko Sondo im Robo Die. Wofi Robo Molwe Kawasaki. Molwe Kawasaki. The devil will get confused and say, I've never heard this tongue before. He go take off. I'm telling you, that's the way women walk. So women are crazy. You won't understand. Go and touch their children. Touch their children, you know maybe they're prayer warrior or not. Go and touch their husband, you will know maybe they cooperate. All this makeup and all these things, you are just being fooled though. It's just to fool you. This makeup and this gilly, it's just a fool. They're just fooling you. Let them enter the place. You will know. You will hear when. Let them enter the prayer room. You will hear when. Your head goes straight in. You go know say this one's no be joke. All right, no be joke. It's serious business right here. All right, serious business. So when you are messing with women, don't mess with them like that. Oh, women, I tell you, don't mess with them. Never do it. Never do it. Because those women, they are super women. You'll never believe it. So the benefit of coming into your life is a lot. Now, it's possible for a woman to spin around. It's possible for a woman to change. All right? It's possible for them to change. When you see a woman that is now nagging, when you see a woman that is now acting wickedly, when you now see a woman that is no longer listening to you, once you see a woman that is disagreeing all the time, it means that something must have happened. Something must have happened. All right? I believe somebody wants to say something, but I've been trying to add her. It seems she's not joining. Hello? I don't know why she's not joining. Maybe it's network or something. So, once you see your wife changing, it means something must have happened. Something is not right. You must have done something to change this person. You must have done something crazy that actually has messed with her life. Because I didn't mean she was crazy before. You wouldn't have married her. All right? It is network. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe network. I don't know. So you see what I'm saying? So you as a man, you are the leader of the home. You need to understand it. You must be able to be vigilant. Once your wife is changing, once she's ignoring you, once she doesn't want to talk, once she starts keeping to herself, you as a man supposed to understand that something's happening. Instead of you now saying, I want to keep her in Nigeria. I want to keep her in Nigeria, so I'll stay here. All right? All right? You're destroying your marriage. For how long? For how long are you going to do that? Somebody just say, why are all blames on men? Grace Dean, I like the way you ask the question. You're not like the stupid idiots that will come here and be insulting people. This is great. Now, I want to ask you this, Mr. Great. If a country is not doing well, who is that person that everybody will be attacking? I'm going to wait until you respond. If a country is not doing well, who is that person that all of us will be attacking? The president. Thank you. Now, when a company is not doing well, who is that person that all of us will be talking about for a company? Who are we going to be talking about? I believe it's the CEO, okay, the leader, the CEO. If a church is not doing well, who is that person that we will be shouting? The pastor, right? The pastor will be the one we're shouting and say, oh, the pastor is not doing well. The church is going down. This. So, if marriage is not doing well, who should we shout? Who should we call out? The wife or the husband? Thank you. All right. Now, for marriage now to be good, for marriage to be good. Now, let me start from there. Let me start from the president. For a country to be good, because we know we have leaders, but the leaders that we have, they don't have leadership skill. It's not that we lack leaders, we have leaders. But the leaders we have, they don't know leadership. So also in companies, we may have a CEO who doesn't know the business. Maybe he inherited the company from his father. He doesn't know anything. So husband also, who don't know leadership. The issue is that before you can become a husband, you must to learn leadership. Leadership will make you to become a responsible husband. That you understand that, okay, if anything should go wrong in this relationship, it's my fault. Because I am the pace setter. I am the leader. I am supposed to be a servant leader. I need to show the people that are following me how I want them to follow me and how this marriage is supposed to look like. Now, I'm not supposed to adopt any kind of style of leadership. I have to make sure that I think very well. Dictatorship kind of leadership is what a lot of African men always want to adopt. They want to command. They want to command. They want to rule. They want to lord over the people, over their wives. It's going to work, but it will work for just a time. And then eventually that monkey that you are actually commanding will turn around and start rejecting your orders. And that's why Jesus Christ now gave us another one that is what they call servant leadership. The servant leadership is you have been doing things by yourself before you got married. You're still going to continue doing everything you're doing. Now showing your wife how you want your house to look like. This is how clean I want my house to look. This is how I want my food to look like. This is how I want my bedroom to look like. And you are doing it together. As you are doing it, she's doing it because she doesn't have a responsibility. A woman doesn't have a responsibility. A woman's responsibility is her husband's responsibility. So she must do exactly what the husband is doing. So if you refuse to train your wife the way you want the home to be, then there will be a problem. And when you now come to somebody like us, the only person we're going to look at is you. What did you do? We're going to look at you and say, what did you do? And then you now say, oh, she's not listening. She's not listening to me and stuff like that. How come? Why is she not listening? Did you train her from the start? Did you show her how you want things done? Did you communicate what respect means to you? Did you help in cleaning to show her how? Because a leader is supposed to show by example. A leader, you have to lead by example. You don't want your wife to cheat, you don't cheat. So you are actually laying a foundation. You don't want your wife to yell, you don't yell. You don't want your wife to be insultive, you cannot be insultive. You don't want your wife to stay out at night, you cannot stay outside. Because whatever it is you do, you are teaching your wife to do the same. So your wife is mirroring you. You see, if you look at your wife, that is you. Whatever it is you see your wife doing, it's just like your kid. You know, sometimes when I look at my kid, the other day my daughter was actually attacking me. Was like, "That is wrong. You're not supposed to do that. You do that." And I said, "Shut up. I'm not going to call you anymore." And when I dropped the telephone, I actually thought there was a kind of in my heart. I was like, "Do you know that was what you did to your dad? That was exactly what you did to your dad. That was exactly how you do to your what you did to your dad." So I found out that's me. That's actually me right there. So when you look at your wife's supposed to be exactly who you are. Your wife's supposed to be 100% of you. And you're actually training and teaching your wife unknowingly. Every action, every attitude, the way you yell, the way you insult her and all that stuff, you are building that monster, but you refuse to understand it. All right? It's just like you mentoring someone at your office. It's just like Tinubu right now. Everything Tinubu is doing right now, people are watching and they're doing the same thing. What the pastor is doing, people dress like their pastor. People talk like their pastor. People even sit like their pastors. All right? It's because they are watching him. Okay, that's the mirror. If you as a pastor wants to see who you are, when you go to church, you see your church member. That's the mirror right there. So also when you come to the house, that is the mirror. She is mimicking you. She's acting like you. And that is what the Bible said. The Bible said, "For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and the two of them shall become one flesh." All right. Even though the man is the leader, so the man is the one that will influence the woman to become like him. Like him. So we as men, we have a lot of responsibility. Before you start blaming your wife for this, let's go back a little bit to the past. Let's go back a little bit to the past. Let's see how she was treated. Now, today a woman is not giving you her money. She's in America, she's a nurse, and she's making a lot of money, but she's not giving you her money. Then when I say, "Oh, the woman is bad, the woman is bad," how could she do that? And the husband is struggling. Then let's go back to the past. Then we found out the day she arrived in the US, you told her, "I'm not doing joint account with you. Keep your money, I keep mine." But that time you were making money. At that time you were making money. But now you're no longer making money. Now you want to use Agidi to collect our own money. Whereas you laid the foundation from the start. I think you need to say, "I'm sorry." I think you need to rectify something and humble yourself and say, I didn't know. I didn't know things could change like this. But I'm sorry. And that's it. And then you can start afresh and keep moving. But you can't come and start using Agidi right now to label the woman to be a witch or label her to be a wicked person. She's not. We go to the past. Let's look at what happened. You know what I'm saying? So the role of a man is actually a very serious role. And you're going to be blamed for everything. All right? So, and you're going to take the blame because you are the leader. You cannot push the leadership role on a woman. So whenever everything is good, you take the glory. But when everything is bad, you push it to the woman. No, you cannot. You have to take the good and the bad together at the same time. And that's supposed to make you a good person. It's supposed to make you a good husband. As you're actually taking responsibility for your actions. We need to go to the past. Sometimes when you are making it and you're good as a man, sometimes you forget those things you discussed, those things you said when everything was good. Now everything is not good for you anymore. Now you want to change it. Women, they'll remember. They don't forget things. Women can't forget things. They have anniversaries. If you go and ask your wife right now, they have anniversaries. Anniversary of the first day you yelled at me. It was January 16, 1992. The first time you slapped me was in December 15th, I believe. It was outside when it was raining. And your mommy was standing here wearing blue. And your uncle was there. And that was 1962. I remember. And you remember our anniversary of the day you cheated. You cheated with Omalata. You know that girl that is selling pepper. That you came, went to the backyard. And you didn't see, that was in January 15, 2010. Okay? They remember all these things. They will never forget. They will tell you the time, the hour that happened. They will tell you the color of the dress and everything. They know it. You don't forget Jack. So when you're dealing with women, always have it at the back of your mind that, this FBI, This FBI, CIA, this is CIA or FBI. Lie, continue to lie. When you are lying, they just look at you. They love you. That's why they talk. They don't talk. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Matters are out. You know what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with them, they remember everything. And when you're lying, they know you're lying. They just keep quiet. They love you. That's why they keep quiet. They boss the bomb. They just look at you like this. Just keep lying. Dimeji, keep lying. They look at you. They just shut up. I'm telling you for it. You don't forget anything. If this is a woman, it is only a woman that will remember the phone number of 17 people. I don't know, probably you come across those kind of women. 17 people, different people, they know their phone number in their head. They know the birthday of everybody in their family. I'm telling you, me, I don't know Jack. I can't even remember my own birthday. I'm telling you. Thank God for Google or whatever the phone is. I put it on Google to remember, to remind me. You know what I'm saying? They remember stuff. So when you're dealing with them, always remember you deal with them because those women are super women. They remember things. The way you treat them now will dictate how they're going to react to you later. Because remember, action and reaction. Action and reaction. And they're human being like yourself. Once you treat them right, they give you right. A woman is just like a computer, a laptop. You purchase a new laptop, the very first thing you got to do is to plug it to the source of power, to charge. All right? You as a man must charge your wife. You must charge her, encourage her, empower her, push her to do great things or greater things in life. Then once you open the laptop, you type in the password. The password is more like agreement. Is she agreeing to live her life with you? So once you put the password and the password agrees with the laptop, it's going to open the desktop. So which means I'm accepting you. All right? Because you know the password. So I'm accepting you. And then the desktop will come. And that's when you see the potential. You see, whoa, so you have all these applications on you? Yeah, they have this application, that application. It's going to be on the desktop. You see that. You can't see it on the cover. All right, you see all the capacity and everything of the computer right there. And you must be able to type. Once you are typing on the computer, you are feeding the computer information. And the information you are giving to the computer will be storing those info. The info, the computer will store it. And you can press print. And that computer will send it to the printer and print exactly word for word, mistake by mistake of everything you typed on that laptop will get printed. When you now print it, you now start seeing mistake and error. You don't blame the laptop for that. No, you don't blame the laptop for the error. You have to go back to what you typed and then look at it and say, whoa, I made a big mistake here. And then you correct it. And then the computer will print the right stuff for you. Oh yeah? If you allow your computer to hibernate, you have to input the password again. If you allow your computer to die, you have to plug it to the wall again to charge it. And once you're charging it, it's going to updates. You take a while to update. That's why you don't want your laptop to die. Your laptop must always be connected 24/7 so that the battery could be charged and then it will not hibernate. And then you have to upgrade your computer constantly. Upgrade your computer constantly. And then you have to put antivirus. The antivirus is actually protecting your laptop. You don't want an external force to log into your laptop and steal all the information from it. So you have to put antivirus. You don't want your wife talking to your parents. You don't want your parent insulting to your wife. You don't want your brothers coming here to destroy your life. And all that stuff. All this you must do. Are you saying men too are not vulnerable of this? Mr. Babs, you're a man. You're a leader. If you don't have the capacity to lead, don't mess with marriage. No. It's just like you telling me they put you in the position of authority at work, and then you're not sitting down there, you don't know exactly what to do, and then you're not expecting somebody else to come and do your work. They're gonna fire you. Marriage is not for everybody. No, marriage is not for everybody. There are some people, There's some people that are not supposed to go beside marriage. Just leave marriage alone. You see, a marriage is meant for people who are mature, who knows how to handle things. Marriage is meant for people who could communicate. Marriage is for people who don't keep malice. Marriage is for people who don't get angry. All right, they already have self-control on what they do because they're going into the position of leadership. You see, that's Yoruba for you. So if you know you still have a baby nature, all right, a baby nature, marriage is not for you. Stay away from marriage. Go and develop yourself first to handle the business of marriage, because the whole marriage falls upon the man, on the shoulder of a man. You cannot be a weak man. You can't be a man without knowledge. You can't be a cry baby man. You can't be a mommy's boy. No, marriage is not for weak people. Marriage is for the strong-hearted people, mature people, people with great knowledge. That's what marriage is for. If you know you want to show a sign of weakness in marriage, that's why I love the single mothers. Single mothers don't show sign of weakness. They don't show it. You see, when you leave them and you walk away, they'll be strong for their kid. Their kid will never know that he's gone. They will go get 2 jobs. They go back to school. They do everything. They stand down just to make sure everything is right. That's what the work of a man. That's the work of a man. For a man to stand. Which is, at the time that you feel like, okay, I need the support, you go into the room. Go into the room. Talk to yourself. Call your counselor. Go to your counselor. Talk to your counselor. Let your counselor encourage you. Go to your mentor. Let your mentor encourage you. Don't come to your wife and show the sign of weakness that I'm not a good leader. I don't know the direction. I don't know where I'm going. I'm a confused person. I want to cry. I just want to cry. No. A leader can be lost. Once a leader is lost, the whole family is lost. Once the leader is lost, the whole family is lost. We are all depending on you as the leader to take us to the next destination. You are the one that you are holding the blueprint. You are the one that we're following. We're following you. You can't be confused. Once you're confused, there's a problem. All right? But luckily, even though you're confused in marriage, you have your wife. Your wife will activate another form of leadership, and then she step up and she come in the front and the other people follow. But it's following for a time until you're able to get yourself again, get back on your feet, and then she will go right back to your side, and the two of you keep moving. 2 pilots cannot fly the plane at the same time. But there are times when a pilot will say, you take over. They submit to each other. And that's what the Bible says, submit unto one another. Submit unto one another. You don't just say, I'm the man, I'm supposed to drive all the time. No. Sometimes you submit. Submit to her. When she's better, when she's more knowledgeable, when she's more capable, you submit to her. And let her be the one to lead. And once we get to another destination where you are stronger, she will submit back into your authority. And you keep moving. And you know, sometimes you can submit to your kids too. You know, we can submit to your children, because the children of today, they are very brilliant. They are very, very brilliant. You know, tell your daughter or your son, say, so what do you think? And then you say, okay, I'll take you there, Dad. And then just follow your kids. They know how to get there. So just don't have that ego, I'm a man. You're going to fail. You're going to fail. And a man needs retreat. You need alone time. You need a time to upgrade. You need retreat. You need to go for leadership retreat, leadership training, leadership meetings, leadership conferences. You need that because you want to stay on point. Your responsibility must not lack. Must not lack anything. It must not lack anything. Doesn't lack anything. Are we allowed to ask questions for advice? Yes, you can ask questions, and you can actually join the conversation if you want. You can make the request. I heard you. I still have a few more minutes to go here. I'm teaching you guys nugget and a way to have a prosperous marriage, a peaceful marriage, enjoyable marriage. That's what I'm teaching you guys. You want to listen, you listen. If you don't want to listen, you don't have to be here. It is not by force. You don't have to be here. if you don't want to be here. It's very simple. I'd love to ask questions. Yeah, you can join and ask your question. Hello? Hello? Rusty Love.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Hello?
can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And I really love your teaching. I just joined your live and I'm really enjoying the teaching.
Okay.
Yeah. So my question was you said something that you can be submissive to your wife when you are weak. You understand? I mean when you are back on your feet, then she can submit back to you.
Yes.
Understand? That where I have the question that in our generation now, I mean, and things that we see and what we know, the moment in a marriage, the moment the woman have, taking over, doing everything, I mean, they over the man. So, I mean, is it good for you to be submissive when you don't have money, don't have anything? Then whatever the woman will tell you, that is what you got to do.
I didn't get that question properly. Are you saying if you submit to a woman, the woman will rule over you?
Okay, so because you were saying that sometimes when you are, you maybe, for example, maybe you lose your job, maybe things not working for you at the moment,
Yeah.
and that moment, your wife, you have, invest in her, maybe she's doing good. So is it that you have to be submissive to her? Because according to the Bible said the woman should be submissive to a man.
Did you
So,
read?
and
Did you read the Bible that says submit to one another?
I have not across that scripture.
Okay. All right. I'll break it down to you now. You
Okay.
see, marriage is a platform, the system, and the way the way people teach about Bible in Africa is actually totally wrong. The Bible did not say the man is the boss. The Bible did not say the man is the king. The Bible did not say the man is the CEO or the boss. The Bible only mentioned that the man is the leader. Okay? So whenever we have a leader, that means we have a team. And in a team, everybody is equal when it comes to a team. You agree with me, sir?
You said in a team,
Yeah.
everybody is
Everybody
equal.
is equal in the team. Uh,
Can you explain for that one for me?
okay. If myself and you were a team and then we decide to start a business, all right, in that team, we are equal as business partners. All right. You can now say, Dr. Shola, you be the leader, and I will just be here. I'll be following. Doesn't mean because I'm a leader, I'm superior to you. I'm
Okay.
just only being taken as a mouthpiece. I cannot do anything without holding a meeting with you. That meeting that we agree is what I'm going to go and discuss over there. I'm going to represent you. I'm going to say
Okay.
things that we decided and we agreed on. I'm not going to say anything that is outside of our agreement because I'm actually I'm representing you, not that I'm superior. I can't single-handedly make decisions. I can't buy a car and come to you and say, Rusty, I just bought a Benz from our money. You'll be like, well, what do you mean by that? All right. So it's partnership. All right. So the Bible says that a man should love the wife.
Wife.
The word love, the word love. What do you understand by the word love? You see, the Bible now eventually now went further. It said, love your wife as Christ loved the church, that he gave his life unto
Yeah.
them. Okay, so I want you to follow it. I don't want you to read it just only in the front. Read it deeper. Now, when you talk about surrendering one's life, it's more of submission of your life to that person. You submit your life to that person. So likewise, it's saying, wives, submit to your own husband as it is or as you do it unto the Lord. So, in other words, he's telling women the language they could understand, submission. Now he's telling men the language women will understand, love. But he went on to say, as Christ surrendered himself to the church. So the love itself is submission. That love you're talking about is you're submitting yourself, true love, to that person. You understand it? So when you are now in relationship, you don't see your wife as a second-class citizen. When you're in relationship, you don't see yourself superior, to your wives or to your wife. Your wife is a team. It's your partner, all right? What is good for you is good for her. And you know one funny thing about it, Mr. Rusty? Your wife could be knowledgeable more than you. Your wife
Yeah,
could be brilliant more than you.
yeah,
Your wife may be in IT making $20,000 a month, and you may be a nurse making just only $5,000 a month. Now, the way the whole stuff is going to be balanced is this. Now, if you as a man, you are now seeing yourself like, oh my God, I'm not a man. I'm making 5,000. She's making 20,000. Then you start fighting that stuff and you are creating competition. Then there's going to be a problem. Because the woman's making 20,000, you are making 5,000. Let me tell you, the family is making $25,000. And that's what we're supposed to focus on. Not I, not him, not she. It's about we. You see, marriage is about we. We are making 25,000. It doesn't matter who is making the most. It doesn't matter who is making 10,000 or who is making 5,000. What matters is that we are making 25,000 in a month. So at the end of the day, people looking at you guys outside will actually rate you guys as $25,000 a month. They're never going to ask you, but how much are you making? Or how much is she making? Nobody's going to
yeah,
ask. You will be the one to give us that idea for us to be asked.
yeah,
Because once you now start talking bad about your wife and say, she's very bossy, she's not a good wife, and then we now ask, so how much is he making going on? And then you now tell us, oh, she's making 20,000. We now say, no wonder. It is the money she's making that is actually making her head swell like that. But if the
yeah,
family work together, nobody's going to know who's making the most money or not. So in some area on aspect of life, maybe direction-wise, maybe you guys want to make a decision. Sometimes your wife's decision is always the best. You surrender to her, submit to her authority during that time. When it comes to finance, maybe you're actually better off in finance than her. She will submit unto you. If you lose your job, you don't have a job and stuff, and she's still keeping her own job, I'm telling you, nobody's going to even notice that you lost your job because you guys are doing things together. At that point in time, you are submitting to her, not authority-wise. You're only submitting. You are still the authority. You are still the head. You are still the one doing the stuff. Submitting to her because at this time, she's the one making the dollars, making the money to come in. So it's part of we working ourselves together. When she's strong, you are weak. That's why the Bible said the weak or the strong will carry the weak. That's why two are better than one. Okay? Two better than one because it's possible for you to be weak today. She's strong. And she could be strong tomorrow and you'll be weak. Okay? And vice versa. So that's what marriage is for. To carry us through the journey right there.
Okay. Yeah, sir, I really understand and I would appreciate for you having the time to explain for me to get it out. But in our generation now, what you said is perfectly, what you said is all. When a woman, understand I like the word you said, if everything that you're doing together. But in our generation now, most of the ladies and most of the women, the moment they are taking care of the home, that is where the priority, especially most of the blacks ladies outside here, I've been travel a lot. I've made I'm a marine engineer. I work in ship. I've met Indians, Philippines, most other countries where they are with their husbands. Most of the ladies, they are making money more than their husband.
Yeah.
But they are together, they respect their husband, and everything is going well. But most of the Africans that I've seen, the moment the woman is making more than the husband, everything mess up. You understand? That's the point.
So Rusty, what I want you to see is this, and I said it at the beginning of my show. There cannot be smoke without fire. There's nobody in the right state of mind that you will treat nicely. There's nobody in the right state of mind that you'll be loyal to, that you'll be faithful to, that will not give it back to you. You see, when you go to African setting, now you're bringing Africa into it. The ego in our men is just out of the roof. You see, 85% of African men don't celebrate the achievements of their wives. They don't want their wife to actually make more money than them. They don't celebrate it. They are always against it. Even their mothers are against it. Their mother will say, oh, he has used you. Oh, she has used you. Oh, she has used. That's the language we have. An African man is actually so driven by ego that they couldn't understand what marriage stands for. They believe they bought a slave. Now, my slave is in my house. It's what I tell her to do is what she do. Now, the people you are comparing them with. Now, Rusty, you will see an African man marry a black American. And this African man will behave correctly. Because the black American woman is no nonsense kind of person. You mess up, she call 911 on you, send you to jail. A black American woman will treat you anyhow. That's why when Nigerian people marry them, they respect them. When Nigerians marry the whites, you see the way they actually respectfully, they're actually normal, they're loyal, they stay in the relationship, they don't mess up. They only mess up when they come back to the sisters. Do you get my point? So the issue here is that when you're now referring to today, I want to let you know, Rusty, all of the boys that I know that within the age of 22, 23, 24, 25 to 30, they are well-behaved boys. They understand marriage properly. They know its partnership. Their wives are professionals. They know I must babysit because my wife must go to work. They know I must take my kid to school because my wife must wake up early to go to work. They know I must cook and clean because my wife is busy. And they are busy too, so they do it together. They know what it is. The ones that I have problem with are the ones that are 45 and above. Okay? Those are the ones that I have problems with. Those ones, they don't want to learn. They want to keep it going the same way and continue to cheat their women and continue to maltreat their women, but they are expecting the women to still be good. It can never happen. And that's the point right now, Rusty Love. We are not the same. You cannot compare your relationship with that person's relationship. Once you do the right thing, your wife is going to do the right thing. It all depends on we men. Men, we set the pace. Men, we lay the foundation. How do you want your wife to respect you? You are going to be the one to lay that foundation there. I'm telling you, sir. The tone of voice, the choices of words, your reaction, how you do things, actually will dictate if your wife will respect you or not. So African men need to go and disconnect from that slavery mindset that, okay, my wife is my slave. Oh, she's my bedmate. Oh, she's my baby mama. Or she's this. No, 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 no. She's your partner. What is good for you is good for her. All right.
Now, it's not any African man have that mentality. I mean,
I'm not saying all. I'm an African man too.
Yeah. Most of the people. I mean, I understand the way some of the guys, they treat the woman. I mean, how you treat the woman and how the relationship or the marriage goes. You know, I would understand.
That's what I'm saying.
But most of the African. Most of the Abras African women, most of them, especially Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon, these three countries, I mean, when they are up there, not everything changed. You understand? I've seen many men, I mean, they been down, do anything, just to try to build a relationship, try to build a marriage, I mean, but the moment a Ghana, Nigerian, Africa, I'm not saying all, most of them, the moment they have position, the moment they are on top there, most of them, they even come out, I don't need man at this moment.
Rusty Love, why didn't my wife do that to me? Why didn't my wife do that to me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of them.
All right, why did it? I'm just asking you. Why do you think my wife didn't do that to me?
Maybe your wife is one of the most
no, she's not. She's not. You know what my dad taught me? Before I got married, my dad told me, you're only going to find 40% of what you're looking for in your wife. I said, really? I said, yes. I said, so where is the 60% going to come from? He said, that's your responsibility, Shola. I said, whoa, that's my responsibility. What am I supposed to do? He said, yeah, because you are supposed to be 100% of God and your wife's supposed to be 100% of you, which means your wife is 100% of God too, but she's going to learn it through you. As you are learning from God, she's going to learn it through you. Now, African men need to understand and take responsibility for whatever they're seeing in relationship. If you take your time to build your wife, whatever you build in your wife is what you will enjoy. Are you getting me?
Exactly.
So my wife was on top. She was the one making the most money. I was making less. All right. And I was very respectful. She'll go to work, I'll take care of the baby. I'll go to the market to buy fish. I'll cook it. I'll clean the house. When she get back, I will go to church. And then she will take responsibility from that. All right. I didn't say because I'm a man. You come and take this baby. You come and do this. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
My dad
that
taught
is
me
why
right.
I'm saying she is the one of the 10 of
No, she's
overhand
not. I
that we're talking
created
about.
that. You're
He
not. You're not getting the
created
point.
that.
I created that in her. I'm the one who created that. You get? Oh, you're not getting the point. I created that. You know, I
Okay.
asked my wife. I asked my wife recently. I said, "Why haven't you checked my phone yet?" She said, "You have not. You have not given me the reason to check it."
The reason to do. Oh God.
All right. If I've been giving
Oh
her the
my
reason to
God.
check it, she'll be checking it too, like other women are doing.
Yes.
You're still not getting
Oh
it,
my
Rusty.
God.
It is
Sir,
I'm
about
feeling you,
you,
Pastor Shola.
sir,
Oh my God. This
Rusty.
I
Let
life.
me
want.
go to other people. Let me go to other people. Just continue there. I will come back to you later. Let's go to Olaibi.
Pastor Shola.
Yes, go
Pastor
ahead.
Shola. Dr.
Sir, let me
Shola.
say what.
Oh
Let me
my
say.
God.
Let me say
No, no,
one
no,
word
Rusty.
before I go.
Somebody else is talking right now. You're taking the
Oh.
time. You're taking the time, and I understand where you're going for real. But just listen to another person. Olaibi.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Good
sir.
afternoon,
Thank you for your
sir.
time.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you
Good
so
afternoon,
much.
madam.
I really appreciate
Yeah,
this program. I've once come across your chat with a lady, but I moved out. Since then I've actually have the reason to say I need to follow you. I
yeah.
need to follow you. I followed you with my second account and I'm following you presently. Thank you
Good.
so much for your lecture. Thank you so much for everything you've dropped today.
Yeah,
You're such a wonderful man, and
yeah,
I wish men outside there could listen to you and put that in action. Because I realized I created a group for myself of recent, probably 2 months ago. But before creating that group, I was led by God and I keep having that feelings I can do it. But meeting you actually make me have the reason that yes, Tolani, you are the right point. You are saying the right thing. Most men outside, I just tell men that what you build um it's just like an architect.
It was as if my whole world was crashing. I was like,
please unmute yourself. Your line is muted, Olaibi.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, wherever you build as an architect, before you could have a building, you're going to draw it out. And wherever you draw, that's what you lay the
That's what
foundation,
you
that's what
do.
you
Yeah, that's
build
what you
on.
do. Yeah.
But most men out there did not understand that what you build is what your foundation looks like is what the building is going to stand on. If you
Yes.
have a cracky foundation, your home is going to break. Just like what you said, what you're inputting on that woman, what you're inputting on your laptop is what would actually come out when you print it out. And later they put the blame on most women that, okay, the lady is the one doing rubbish, the lady is the one that is not submissive, the lady is the one that is arrogant. When you're trying to prove yourself, when you're trying to say, I don't want to take a shit, they call the woman to be, you're a crazy woman, you're not submissive. I even got a quote now: when you try to know your right, you're going to stay in your father's house. Is that a threat to we woman? Is
Yeah.
that a big threat to us? Are you trying to tell us not to talk, or not to even speak in our marriage any longer? Like I have someone that, okay, whenever she wants to talk in a marriage, the man will be like, oh, you don't have to talk, you don't have to do this. She did not know anything about the marriage, and you want her to keep on dying in silence, emotional damage.
Yeah.
She's passing through this, and there's no how you have an emotional damage. There's going to be a day you will stand on yourself, just the way you said it. Some ladies, instead of being a single mother, when you're a single mother, you build yourself, you go to school more, you have more extra income, then you're standing firm, and the children will surely see it. I know what my father played as a role when he was a father. I know what my mother did. So I can actually know that, okay, my dad was doing this, my dad was not doing this. So I think I really appreciate your program. I enjoy you and I learn a lot. I won't lie to you. You're such a wonderful man. I'm giving you the kudos. I'm giving you the kudos. I pray God would bless you with more
Yeah.
knowledge. And I pray people can learn from you. Because sometimes we have
They
people
don't want to
like you.
learn. They don't want to learn. They don't
We
want
have
to learn.
people like you that are ready to speak the right thing, but are they ready to learn? I
They
pray
don't
they
want to.
can learn because we have most men in Africa. What you said actually, I don't want to speak it out, but I can probably chat you.
Yeah.
Men living separately, they want to have their cake and still eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
you want to live that bachelor life and you want to still be a
I
married
know.
man. You're
It's
putting the
crazy.
responsibility on the wife. It's very wrong. It's
I
crazy.
know.
I would like to stop here so another people
Thank you
can
very
talk.
much.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you
God
for
bless you,
coming.
sir.
All right,
Thank
let's go
you.
to Olamide Day 75.
My Pastor Shirley,
Adeya, Afugran.
big bossa for you, sir. It's been a while.
Afugran, yeah.
Full Brown, thank you for always.
Yeah.
Lataye Sir Sam Brown.
Mm.
Thank God for what He's using you to do, sir. You are great, and I believe that you will be even greater. You are a blessing to this generation, and I pray that the Lord will continue to bless you, sir. You are doing
Amen.
so much. And even
Amen.
though you are not seeing the impact online, I have a few people that have learned so much from you in
They
terms of men. I have
don't learn
friends
nothing. They don't learn
that
that. If they're learning, they're supposed to reach out to me and appreciate me.
they are not people that they are not constantly online. They are
Uh,
not.
where
Sometimes
is
I
the
just
money? Where
send
am I?
them.
I'm not seeing the money in my bank account now.
No, they are learning. I just send your video to them, sometimes, and they'll be like, they come back to me and they are like, oh,
Let
what you
them
said
come
is
here and
true.
send money, Joe.
So, like along,
And
well,
they give them
so
free session. This is free counseling session I'm giving
free
you guys.
counseling you are doing,
I
honestly.
know. I
And
know.
it is really, we are really grateful, both I know some men are learning. They may not come up like you. We all know
You want me
men
to let
and
me?
their
You want me
ego.
to bust your bubble?
Yes, sir.
On Instagram, I have 75% men on Instagram
Wow.
who are following me. The men that are following me on Instagram, they are more than the women following me.
Wow.
On
I believe they
TikTok,
are listening, and
on
I believe
TikTok,
that,
I have a balance equal on TikTok.
yeah, I believe they can hear you, sir. But our men are so full of pride that it is so bad. And I was telling someone, just yesterday, I was telling somebody, I don't know if I can put it in English properly. I was telling the person, I said, pride will do, and I say this to my boys, because I have two boys. I said, pride will do two things to you as a man, pride and ego. They will take away what you already have from you if you are not careful. And
Yeah,
what you are chasing, pride and ego will not allow you to reach it, to get it. I say, so those two things, you have to be careful. So I was just yesterday, I was telling a guy that, so our men, I think that is just what um has been the footprints that has been impacted on them, and they are not ready to unlearn and learn new things, and they are still struggling, and many of them are really struggling. They are
yeah,
really, really struggling. If only they can just let down their pride just a little bit and allow their women to help them be the best that they can be. Because I always say this to people: a woman will teach you as a man. When you meet a woman, she's going to teach you how she wants you to treat her. A woman will treat you
guys, go ahead
how
and
she
double
wants to be
tap, man.
treated.
Double tap this thing. Let the bubble keep going. Go ahead,
And
brother.
after a while, after a few years, after some time, she now starts treating you the way you are treating her. That is how it works. But it's very difficult for our people to relate with that statement, for our men to just get it that, oh, it is not just something, it's not just about the money, it's about the emotional aspect, it's about the abuse, the physical abuse, it's about the demoralizing, it's about the dehumanizing your woman. You constantly bring her down, you constantly see her as nothing, you constantly degrade her, and we are all human beings, like you've rightly said, sir. We all have blood flowing through us.
Yes.
The man does not want to be pulled down, neither does the woman. We are both human beings. And like you rightly said, you will see our men pushing buggy, following white woman. They will be pushing truck with a white woman in the shopping mall. Anywhere, they will push the buggy. But if it is an African woman they are married to, you will hear them say, am I your slave? Am I supposed to be the one carrying the buggy? Am I supposed to be the one doing this? So there is double standard in the African system as regards marriage. Double standard. When they are married to foreigners, they wash plates,
All right,
they
madam, make up
hoover.
your point quickly. We have a lot of people waiting
Yes, sir. Yes,
behind
sir. I'll
you.
just round up. They do
Yeah.
all the house chores. They support those women. But when they're married to the African sisters, it is the table is turned. They can't do anything. All of a sudden, it is the woman's work. You know. So, like you have rightly said, I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that you are putting all of us through, both the man and the woman.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank
God
you,
bless
sir.
you. All right, let's go to Sheyi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Elizabeth, and I am very grateful to come across your live. I kind of want to switch the direction of the conversation because while I'm very happy that there's a lot of mommies and daddies and aunties on the phone who are a little bit advanced in marriage, I am on the younger side. I am 24, and I have a question. I was raised, thank God that I know God and I know Jesus. I was raised like that. But I did come across a young man which I met that was Muslim. And I kind of want to know your take on some advice on something like that. Obviously, I'm still young, so I still need guidance. And that's why I'm glad that I come across this. I feel like youth need to see this. And I'm glad that there's people that have experienced things. And, I don't know if you're Yoruba, but I know that they say that the older you are, the wiser because you see things that...
No, don't say that. There are so many old dumb people.
Sorry, sir. In the Bible, they would say their hair shows how old you are, and it's with wiseness. So with us, with the youth, we have the strength. That is our own power. So there's something that you can say maybe that will help me in just this journey that I'm in right now, or where I'm starting.
So the question is, you are dating a Muslim brother.
Yes, sir.
And you want to know maybe he's right or maybe he's wrong.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, one thing I want to tell you here is that this kind of discussion is not something that we do on social media because a lot of people are super religious. And religion is destroying the life of a lot of people. If you go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, the Bible says if you as a believer marries an unbeliever, and the unbeliever is a nice guy, and you're willing to stay in the relationship because he's treating you good, he said your faith already covered that unbeliever. Your children will not be unclean. You need to read that Bible verse. You'll understand what it's talking about. We Christians always want to refer to Muslims as unbelievers. And the Muslim always want to refer to us as kafiri. That's unbeliever also. So if you are not in my religion, they always believe that, okay, you are not supposed to marry that person. And that's their own interpretation when they say, don't be unequally yoked with so and so person. And that's a different story entirely. So in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, that was Paul talking there. That if you marry an unbeliever, and the unbeliever is a good guy, and that unbeliever is willing to pay the bills, treat you right, love you, care for you, he said you don't need to divorce that unbeliever. He said you continue to marry her, even though God doesn't see it as marriage in the first place. They call it the permissive will of God. There is a perfect will of God, and perfect will of God is for God to give you his own mind.
Yes, sir.
All right? And what is the mind of God? We don't know it. Some people here, they are looking for a Nigerian to get married to, whereas it's not the will of God for them. Their husband's supposed to be an American. Some of you are looking for a Yoruba man, but in the mind of God, your husband's supposed to be Igbo. All right? We always want to tell God, God, let thy will be done, but we still don't allow him to bring his will. We will still be the one dictating to him. At the end of the day, God is just going to answer and just keep looking at you. Okay? Now, this issue here, people are so, I can see it right there. People are already saying, Lord, it's not biblical. Those are religious people. They don't understand the Bible. All right? So this kind of situation, you said Elizabeth, right? Or Sheyi? Is it Elizabeth?
It's Shay is the name that I go by, but Elizabeth is the
Sheyi, meet me at the back. Let me educate you. You see, these people that are religious here, they live in Nigeria. They don't know Jack. It is their pastor's voice you'll be hearing from them. They cannot go to the Bible and go and read. They don't know scriptures. They will fight with you. They will say, they got a divorce. But they don't know anything. So it is their pastor's voice you'll be hearing from them. They have succeeded in destroying a lot of lives with all of this carrying the wrong messages all around the place. All they know is miracles.
Okay, sir.
My father, that's all they know. So meet me behind. I will take my time. I will explain to you, myself and you will go deeper into it, and I'll be able to answer you correctly.
Okay,
Okay?
sir. Is that by DM, sir?
Yeah, by
Okay.
DM. Send me,
Okay.
send me DM.
Okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
let's go to Temitope. Temitope is not there. Let's go to Taiwo.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Yes, this is Taiwo. I want to mention two things, and I'll be using myself as an example.
Okay.
My marriage is in trouble now, but I know that we'll keep doing the right thing, hoping that everything will fall into place. Two things I want to say is
Yeah.
you are a light and your light will not dim. You
Amen.
mentioned something that whatever a man deposits in a woman,
Yeah.
after a while, she will start giving it back. God has blessed my husband and he has really, really taken care of me and the children. But there is this abuse that you cannot see.
No.
Emotional
Okay.
abuse.
Okay. Just keep
Can you please mute your line if you're not talking now, please?
It's deeper than
Mute your lines, please,
me
when you're not
that is
talking
being
now, please.
treated by a medical doctor.
Yeah.
It's a pain that cannot be explained. If my husband buys me a gift of 3 million,
Yeah.
for example, I'm always guilty that I can't reciprocate this gift. Then I start to from what is giving me, I start saving, and I just want to go out of my way and buy something for him back in return. No matter how to me, it's actually expensive, because if I go into Gucci and I buy a glasses worth 1.5 million, to me, it's a big deal. And when I present him to this guy, he wouldn't say thank you. He will not acknowledge it. And at the end of the day, I will find out that he actually gave it out as a gift. Yes.
Madam,
He will give it out as a gift.
have you investigated his language of love? Is it for me, madam? If you buy me this watch, I will give it away.
He did say
How many
you are not
how
up
many years
to
married? How many years marriage is this, man?
10 years.
All right, you guys have not spent your 10 years correctly. Because marriage between the first year and the 15th year, that's when you form your marriage. That's when your marriage will develop. That's when your marriage will take the shape. That's when you fight with individual differences. If you utilize your marriage very well, your relationship very well, between the first year and the 15th year, the two of you supposed to be speaking the same language. The two of you supposed to be telling the same lies. The two of you supposed to be picking the phone and you actually mention some certain things that other person will know. This must be Funke's wife.
Exactly.
Husband. This must be
that is how it's supposed to.
All right, you guys didn't
But
you
it's
didn't
not like
utilize
that.
your 10 years very well. You didn't get to know yourselves. All right, you are only loving him the way you want to love him. You are not supposed to love him the way you want to love him. He should dictate how he wants to be loved. And you're supposed to dictate how you want to be loved. I can't love you the way I want to. And that's why people always think you can't love two women at the same time. You can love 10 people at the same time, because the love language of people are totally different. You may want me to say I love you, and I'll say I love you to you. She may want me to give her a gift, I'll give her a gift. I'm loving them the same way. I'm loving them equally, because that's how you want me to love you. I love you like that. That's how you want me to love you. I love you like that. So you can't say love me the way you want to love me, or treat me the way you want to treat me. I dictate how you should treat me. All right. So in marriage,
So
it's
are
very
you
important.
saying it should not be reciprocated?
Madam, you need to
Are you saying
understand.
gift should not be
He
reciprocated?
doesn't understand your language of love. You are presenting something, you are expecting it back. He is saying, I don't want it. I'm going to give it out. I don't care, because he doesn't understand that you love gifts. You are only showing him, I love gifts, so I give you gift. He doesn't understand. The two of you supposed to sit down. Okay, in 10 years, my sister, how many counseling sessions did you guys attend?
2.
2. With who?
Well, counseling in the church,
That's
and
where the
when
problem
I
is.
joined him
You don't do
abroad, we
counseling in
went through
church.
counseling again.
Please don't do counseling in church again. Do professional counseling where they will not be quoting scriptures. Do counseling that they will be able to tell you guys the truth. Do counseling such that they don't feel like, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Do it with somebody that will not see you, that doesn't even know you from nowhere, that will not take side, that will actually be able to hit the nail on the head. So your marriage of 10 years, you didn't work it well. You guys, you are strangers. He doesn't know you. You don't know him too.
Yes.
So the two of you supposed to take time and say, okay, we still have 5 more years because it's 15 years. So you have 5 more years to go. So this next 5 years, we want to do it right. Men don't like to go for counseling. I just want to tell you. Men don't like to go to doctors. They don't like it. They don't like to go to therapy. All right? But we have an idea of how to bring men to counseling. Okay? So that's the stuff.
Okay.
So we need to understand that every one of us, even me myself, I've been to a therapist almost about 7 times. All right? We almost to go. We have to go and check our brain. Maybe the brain is working correctly. Because I took one guy to a therapist, and the 3 of us in the car. And we were going, and he was talking normal. I was saying, Dr. Shola, Dr. So when we got to the place, the therapist showed him a triangle, and he said, it's a square. I was shocked. And the man showed him again. He said, is this a square? I said, where any more be? So some people are actually not mentally balanced. But you think they are. A lot of women, we're going through stress. Some of us are depressed. And we are not even thinking correctly anymore. That's why we go to therapists, so that they can help us to be able to balance our mindset, balance our brain. All right? But instead of that, men run away from it. They would rather go and sit down somewhere and drink Oguguru and then watch TV and think it's all right. You are messing with your lives. You have to go there. So, my sister, the advice I want to have for you is, please, you need a professional counseling in your marriage. This is the 10th year. You cannot go beyond 10th year without signing off for professional counseling. It's expensive, but it will be worth it. You will see the results eventually. Okay? God bless you, madam. So, if you need me to talk to you, message me after. I will definitely talk to you. Let me go to PJ. PJ, are you there? All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for this platform.
What do you have for me?
So I just I'm a divorcee.
How come you are PJ? PJ is a man's name.
No, Olakpeju PJ. Olakpeju is from the word Peju. So
okay.
I've been divorced for over 10 years. So I met a guy. I live in the UK. So a friend introduced a guy to me who has been divorced as well for over 10 years. But there is an age gap of 15 years. I'm 45 and he's 60, according to him. I think he's older than that, but then he claimed 60. Well, according to him, he said he loves God.
Can you mute your line if you're not talking here, please?
Please help me to mute it. I don't know what to mute it. I don't know.
So we started communicating, and for the past 2 years, so I visited him in the US. I think I visited once. I saw him, but then I observed some things. I observed that he is not self-aware. He is not self-aware in the sense that with his look, he's a good-looking man, but then he has this self-care deficits, like not looking after himself, like an elderly person of 60, Tony cracked ill. His face, his skin, every other thing, like he's not taking good care of himself.
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay, 60 years old. Is the banana still working?
Well, before I left, he tried to use the banana. He did before I left.
He did, right?
He did. So
and the banana. Okay.
Not to how I would have loved it anyways. But then it happened.
It was a quickie.
So he did propose. He proposed at the time, but the kind of proposal he did was like a forceful kind of. I checked everything. I looked at him and I discovered that probably he's been struggling with life. Struggling in the sense that if you're like this and you're struggling, you're bringing. It's not about what you have as like a building or cars, but then you who you really are. Like is working to make ends meet. It's not working to be happy. Like having this kind of fulfillment. So I left with the mind that we'll talk about it. So the friend that connected us said, you are looking at different things. Don't look at material things like that. Okay, fine. Like give it a second attempt. So I went again. I think after 4 months, I visited again. But this time, he now invited me to Las Vegas. We went to Las Vegas. Beautiful. But I discovered that he doesn't move. He doesn't know anything aside the job that he is self-employed. He doesn't know any other thing aside his own little world. Like everything. He doesn't know how to use Google Map. Anytime he wants to go out, he goes out with his son. His son will be the Google Map. When it comes to using of email, sending emails, social life, he does not have any of that. And with the age gap, so I started thinking that this person is codependent on his son for survival. So if I'm coming to his life, that means he will have a switch now from his son to me. And I am not ready for that as an adult. Like I cannot babysit. I'm sorry to use that word. So we went and then we came back. This is a trip that's supposed to be for just 2 of us. He also invited his son. Like I was upset about that. It's about us, getting to know each other. How will you invite your son, for crying out loud? So I came back and I was now expecting Christmas period, like as it were, one shot lower. Send something now as expected. Like if really you wanted me in your life, I was expecting him to do something during Christmas. So I waited. After Christmas, nothing happened. Throughout January, he didn't even bother to mention or say anything about it. And I told him, I said, what happened? He said, how do you mean? I said, what should do? You didn't even remember that. I said, it's because you are not with me. Like, seriously, because I'm not with you? That's why you think it is not necessary. Okay, fine. So in February, he shall send something to me. Like, probably maybe because I mentioned it. Last week, I called him and I told him, I don't think you have your own mind. I'm sorry to say, I think I will need to keep prompting you before you do anything. And I don't think I'm ready for that. He was upset. And then he started saying, if you know you are not interested, just let me know. And then, everything. We've not been communicating after that.
So what is your question? Is it right for you to go back or not?
Deep down, I don't. I felt like I am doing something, like I'm guilty or something. I don't know.
Let me break it down to you.
Okay.
How long have you guys been dating?
2.
Huh?
2 years.
2 years. Okay. Number one, you see, if you guys are in the friend zone, this is still time of friendship. You don't cook for such a person. You don't buy gift for such a person. You actually just go there to investigate, to get to learn about them, let them learn about you. That's not the time to exchange gifts. That's not the time to have sex. That's not the time for you to be going to anywhere, spending money. If you're going to Las Vegas, you better take your money along. Let him take his own money along. And that's what the Baba is trying to make you see. Because he's still trying to get that conviction. Is this the right person or not? All right. So anybody who you are going into a relationship with, that person cannot just quickly start bringing money out. He cannot just start bringing gifts out. He can't just buying you necklaces and all kinds of stuff. He's not yet sure. All right. Your relationship is not where it's supposed to be yet. The commitment is not yet there. And at that point in time, this guy will still be saying, I don't want to waste my money. In 2 years' time, this woman can say, I'm no longer interested. No. And likewise yourself. You don't want to have sex with anybody because you're going to feel like, okay, they have robbed you of something. Eventually, when the guy said, I'm no longer interested, you'll feel so bad. You'll be like, oh my God, they robbed me of this thing. And you will not feel good. All right. And that's why you want to keep it on just that strictly friendship. Nothing more, nothing until you are convinced. And then there is introduction, there is all this kind of stuff, there's commitment before you go in. Number two, when you see that you guys are both from different planets, his own generation is different from your own. You cannot catch up with him, and he cannot come down to you.
To my level. Yeah.
No, he cannot. He will treat you more like a daughter than treat you like a partner.
Like a friend.
Just like a daughter. And then secondly, the guy is so used to his life that he keeps himself in the house. He doesn't need to take a bath. He doesn't have to go to the salon. He doesn't have to do manicure, pedicure. He's just used to his life. And now he's 60 years old. When you hear 60, you're supposed to say, brrr, because that person is not going to change for you. No, they are now in their comfort zone.
Exactly.
They're gonna wear their canvas on their buba and shokoto. They will wear their canvas on their buba and shokoto because they are not trying to impress anybody at that time. They are only trying to be comfortable. All right, that's what they do. All right, they will sit down, watch TV. They will eat in the living room. They are not going to dining table to eat. No, they just want to be comfortable. That's what they do. They can sleep on the couch. They don't want to go to the bedroom. They want to be comfortable. That's what they're after. And you are from a different world. You want all of the fancy, oh, let's go to manicure, pedicure. The Papa doesn't even care about pedicure. My leg can actually be ashy. He doesn't even, the Papa may not even have, he may not have Vaseline in his house. And so the guy is actually at that point where he just feel like, I just need comfort. And then he's being used to his son being around. His son is part of his life. All right. Now you are coming in there. At the end of the day, he's still trying to study you and say, is this right? But the issue is if you get married to him, I'm not saying you're going to regret, but it's going to be a little challenging. Yeah, very, 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 very. It's going to be challenging. Because what you're looking for, you're not going to get it.
Exactly.
You will never get it. You'll never get what you're looking for. You're still young. Go and look for someone around your own generation. Someone around your generation that will still be that person and stuff. You just mentioned right now, the banging is not like I wanted it to be. That's it. So you can't manage it. The Baba cannot do more than his power. Unless the Baba should look no casket. You don't want him to do more than it. You cannot buy him Viagra. The man will kill himself. Heart attack will catch him. So the issue here is that you just stay clear totally. You can keep him as friends and as a friend and just greet him. How are you doing? How is everything? You can still encourage him to still go to go and do manicure, pedicure, and all kinds of stuff. You guys can talk on the phone sometimes. All right? Because we are no longer good together doesn't mean we're going to be enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because the Baba may actually have something that will actually be of a benefit to you later down the road. You know what I'm saying?
He actually promised. He said, he said, hey, I will fight for you. I will do this and that. I don't think I really...
If it's about filing for you and all kinds of stuff like that, the two of you must to sit down, sit down very well. You are in a situation right now. It's possible for you to be desperate to get your paper. And Baba is not saying, I'll fight for you and all kinds of stuff. You have to sit down. The agreement must be solid. That this particular filing for me here, there will not be banging involved. Do you want me to pay for it? No, don't pay for it. I just want to do it as an act of help. All right. So I want to keep myself away from this. I don't want to enter into a kind of any intimacy kind of relationship with you because we are not going to go anywhere. So let's just make it this. And within the time that you are still doing your paper with the Baba, you cannot be carrying a guy all around and be showcasing it to Baba and say, my man. Imagine to Baba will interview next week. Baba will not go to interview. Baba will say, I'm on my way.
And he has not even traveled out of US for the past 25 years. Like, he hasn't traveled to anywhere. Not
so leave him alone. Leave that Baba alone if you cannot be a Baba. Unless you want to be a Baba sitter. If you want to be a Baba sitter, you can, but leave that Baba alone. Leave him alone. Just leave him alone. And that's it. All right? God bless you. All right, let me go to Jiggy. Is it Jiggy or what? Jiggy is not there. Let's go to Prince. Prince. Unmute yourself.
Jesus of our time.
Oh, God, you.
Jesus of our time.
Oh, God, you.
Lóde tí pásítọ̀ wa ò nírun lórí ń tẹ kó sórí ó pọ̀ ohun tí sísítà mi sọ wípé you are bigger than what you are ń tẹ̀yìn gan gbé sórí ó pọ̀ gan in fact every day even from mo ti mọ̀ yín nísìnyí látìgbà tí máa ń fi pátá yí táyà káàkiri I learn every day mo kàn wò pé bàbá mi gan ò ṣe tó báyìí náà
So,
empty. So mo kọ pé pastor ẹ wò ó dà pé àwa tá a ṣì máa wá ó dà pé mo rí wípé ẹ máa ní college ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń kọ́rú àwa báyìí àwa náà
when you college your man.
ṣẹ́rí àwa kan wà tó jẹ́ pé a kì í ní sùúrù and I'm gonna tell you ẹ ṣáà mọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi so a ní sùúrù dẹ̀ mo ti wá rí pé ṣẹ́rí joining your program for the past 1.5 years I really find out pé ṣẹ́rí relationship ó lọ far gan. In fact, why do God even make Adam and Eve? Or ó lọ far gan. Àìdẹ̀ní sùúrù wà ló ń fa gbogbo eléyìí. Very, I learn a lot. Mo dẹ̀ rí wípé mo wish. But ó ti lọ. So Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ti bá ṣe ó ti rẹ́ni tó bẹ́tà ju èmi lọ.
Ìwọ náà máa rẹ́ni tó bẹ́tà jù náà lọ. Àwa la máa make it happen, don't worry, Prince.
So nǹkan tí mò ń fàyọ ni wípé bàbá 100 ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ayé o.
Of course.
Is it possible fún okay as an example èmi fúnra mi mo meet lady yẹn wà ní Michigan ó láti asọ̀rọ̀ ó ṣáà máa ń yọ mí lẹ́nu what happened between you and your ex I need to know for like 2 months kò work okay mo wá brief ẹ̀ díẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ní okay tó bá jẹ́ pé mo yẹ sọ nìyẹn ó wá padà lọ sórí Instagram ó lọ wá ex mi kan ó wá lọ wọ́n ṣáà eventually di ọ̀rẹ́ so èmi ò ń gbélé so ẹbí akàn máa ń ra bí ẹ̀kan lóṣù ẹ̀kan lọ́sàn àbí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì àbí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì lóṣù so that's what your ex talk about you are ìwọ̀n tara ẹni nìkan ni wá kí ló mean by what my ex really say about me yeah I've been talking to your ex we are now friends is it really proper because ó kọ́kọ́ dàbí ìgbà tó ń yọ spinal cord lẹ́yìn mi mo gbé ṣe is it possible ìgbọ́rí but mo láti sọ fún pé for you contacting my ex what are the things tó sọ fún ẹ nípa mi ṣé o believe pé ó ti introduce mi sí ex ti tiẹ̀ náà mo dẹ̀ rí lórí Facebook because I don't have anything to do with him ṣó possible kí n lọ máa bí léèrè kí ló expect tó máa sọ nípa mi náà nípa ẹ fún mi bí kò ṣe pé kó bá ẹ jẹ́ fún mi pé ọmọ yẹn ó lè dóbọn ọmọ yẹn tó bá wọ́n lè dó lórí transformer ó ní ó máa bà ẹ jẹ́ fún mi ni likewise ex mi ó ń regret wípé òun fi mí lẹ̀ torí mo mọ̀ pé I really do take good care of her to my own best of knowledge èmi lè máa rò pé mo take care kóun dẹ̀ máa expectation ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé love language oníkálukú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. But gbogbo nǹkan tó mo rí tó wá fi ń complain fún mi nísìnyí definitely ó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ the other side of me which she did not even tell you the good thing about me. I think it is over between us. Ìyá ẹ̀ bá pè mí pé why do I have to break up? It is over because kò sí tí mo lè ṣe lójú ọmọ yín nísìnyí torí tó lè jọ lójúmọ́ torí ó sì ń fi past mi judge mi ẹ tún lá mi lọ́yà.
In this kind of situation, okay, you cannot go and I warn people, I always do, and I beg people all the time. Anything that has to do with relationship, don't take it to family members. Don't take it to your pastor. Don't take it to your mom. Don't take it to your friends. Don't take it to your whatever. In this kind of situation, you have to take it to a counselor who will tell the two of you the do's and the don'ts. Contacting the ex is actually a red flag.
Àkàntì ẹ̀ ṣìjọ àti ìjọ ní nǹkan kan papọ̀ àkànṣìjọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà ni.
It doesn't matter. Any ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ bá sọ, any ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ that is actually going to be leading to something serious, you have to lay a solid foundation with it. You can't be contacting the ex. Ex can never have anything good to talk about any other person. Because do you know how many of your ex-girlfriends are still on your wall today? They are actually looking at you and saying, keep Prince here, cool down. And that's exactly what I think. People are looking for bad news to happen to you all the time. And when it's not happening, they're going to cook it up. So, Prince, I think the best thing for you to do, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk to her. If you really care about her, we can actually be able to set her right. Okay?
No, Oti remarry.
All right. Let's go to Temitope. Let me go to Temitope.
About 60 years.
Let me go to Temitope. Prince worry making for Yahoo. Temitope is still not responding. Well, let's go to Shola Z, or this Shola Z or something.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, madam.
Good afternoon. Nice to see you here. I used to be one of your very old comma from Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. I can only say thank you for everything you're doing for the community. The anointing on your head and the knowledge will keep increasing in Jesus' name.
Amen.
My first is that rusty of a guy.
Yeah.
He need prayer. So everybody should start praying for him. That's my first comment.
That's your first comment.
Right. Rusty needs prayer.
Okay.
Right. Back to my own. Like, I'm a divorcee.
Okay.
And I've tried other relationship after my divorcee. It's been like over 12 years.
Yeah.
I've tried a relationship that didn't work, that broke my heart again. So I left relationship totally. Like, I just want to heal. So after healing, like after 7 years, I was like, okay, let me try something new. I met this guy. Actually, I met 3 people. And I don't know if I would say that I diagnose people, but I diagnose them from afar. Okay. So the 3 men, obviously, I reduced them down to 1. Okay. So I gave that one chance. We started talking. Yeah. And at the talking stage, obviously, we're supposed to meet each other. Yeah. The first date he canceled. Second date he canceled. I was mad. And I was like, okay, this person won't be consistent. Like, this is not the kind of person I want. How can a man cancel a date at the last minute? Yeah. So I left it. But he kept calling, kept apologizing. And I never blocked him at that time. So we proceed. He planned another date. We met. That was after 6 months of us talking on the phone. So we saw face to face. Yeah. Obviously, he was cool. We chat and okay, we're still at talking stage. So we kept talking. We kept seeing each other. And well, first thing I noticed about him is he talked about his ex-wife so much in such a way that is very derogatory, like bad things. And it get to a point that I was not comfortable with it anymore. Like, I don't think you are healed. You're still very bitter about your ex-wife.
Yeah.
That why can't you just let it go and be happy? Like me, in my own case, I am healed from whatever trauma I have. And I want somebody that has done the work as well. Yeah. And he said, okay, if you don't want me to talk about my wife again, I won't talk about her. I said, it's not that I don't want you to talk about her, but she's the mother of your 2 children. Like, nobody is good. I might be worse than her. Meaning this is the way you'll be talking about me as well, that nobody is perfect. That my relationship didn't work because of issues. Your relationship don't work because of issue. That was the first red flag. Yeah. We come out of that. Yeah. Another thing I noticed was anger. But people keep telling me, Shola, no, you can't, be careful, be calm, don't look for red flag, look for green flags as well. So I said, okay, but I haven't seen the green flags. All I'm seeing is red, red. Sometimes I even see Red Sea. And
Don't worry.
this
Don't worry.
guy
When you
anger
enter the
level.
place, Red Sea will pass for you. Don't worry. You will pass on the dry land.
So there was a day we were meant to go out together. I told him, call me before you left your home so I can be ready. I'm the kind of person that if I'm dating you, I will have to know you very well before I bring you into my house, because obviously my children will ask me, who are you? And if I'm not sure about you, I don't want my children to know you at all. So I think at the time I lost my mom. Everybody was coming to pay me condolence. So he have his chance to know where I live at the time by that chance, which was okay.
Yeah.
Not that he abused it. So that day we were meant to be going out. It was his cousin doing a party. He asked me to follow him. And I said, okay, before you leave your own home, call me so I can start getting ready. His home to mine is about an hour to 45 minutes drive. Obviously, he didn't. He called me like 20 minutes to. I was like, I won't be ready, but I will try my best. So he got to me and he started putting me under pressure. And at that time, I was getting pissed off. Like, I told you to call me at least an hour before, so we won't have this situation. So he started getting angry. I managed, I get dressed. We were in the car. He was the one driving, and he was driving so recklessly. He was so angry. And I was telling him that there is camera on his road.
Shola.
Yeah.
Do you need a prophet to tell you?
No, let me give you the conclusion. So it gets to a point, we carry on like that.
Yeah.
That day he wanted to sleep in my house. I sent him away, like, no, you can't sleep here. We haven't even
Are you sure
we're not at that level. No, it's like, no, never across my heart.
How about in the afternoon?
No, never. I won't allow.
I will go and check the CCTV.
Go and check. I have camera in front of my house. My children will
I have the
see.
control.
We all monitor each other like
that. On my phone. I will check
it. So I tell him, no, you can't sleep here. Like, party is over. Go to your house. So we carry on like that. I have an old car that my son was supposed to be using, but my son wasn't using the car. His own car got broken. He asked if he can buy my old car. I said, yes, you can. We agree. We even did a phone recording. Like, okay, this is the amount. We checked the car online. That's the amount you're going to pay. He agreed. So the month he's supposed to pay me the money, he didn't pay. I don't want to put him under pressure because he had things he was doing. He newly bought his own property from his divorce money and things like that. So I don't want to put him under pressure. Bear in mind, I don't know where he lives. Where I asked him that I need to know where you live now that you know where I live. He said, oh, his friend is living with, doesn't want them to bring girls around, blah, blah. Excuses. I was like, okay, in that case, don't come to my house anymore. We meet at shopping mall or in a cafe. He said, no, I'm being too dramatic. I said, no, that's not, it's just being equal. Like, if I don't know where you live, you don't have to know where I live. You know where I live by chance. So we left that, come to the car. He bought the car. When it's time for him to pay, he didn't pay. Then when I needed the money, I was asking him. He said, I will pay. So one day I needed to buy a computer. I was doing a course because previously my work would give me computer, but I left the work that give me laptop. So I needed a laptop. So I needed money to buy laptop. So he said, don't worry, I will come. He came. We went to the shop together to buy the laptop. I said, where is my money? He paid for the laptop. He said, don't worry. That one I gave you is not part of the car money. Okay, so it gets to the time that I couldn't stand him anymore because of his anger level and stuff. I broke up with him. I said, you know what? I don't want this relationship anymore. That I don't think we can go any further. So I said, when are you going to pay me my money? The first thing he says, what about the laptop I bought for you? So I said, don't worry. I said, don't worry. If it's about the laptop, it's okay. Deduct the laptop money from the car money and give me my balance. It took him like 2 months or so to give me my balance. So in the middle of it, I lost my dad again. Then I blocked him. I blocked him everywhere on all social media. I don't want to have anything to do with him. I blocked him. Then he used a fake, I don't know where he get the number to get hold of me. That I opened a fake social media and I saw that you lost your dad, blah, 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 blah. So he came to pass his condolence. You know my house now. So he came that day. I have a builder in the house that I need to go and carry somewhere. So I was going to go and carry a builder. I told him he have to go. That thank you. You've passed your condolence. I appreciate it. Now you go. He said, no, can I not follow you to go and carry the person you want to carry? I said, okay, if you want to tag along. He tagged along.
But why are you playing with what you don't want to eat?
That is my problem, because every time I block him, he will use a fake number to call me and start begging me. If you don't want me, just let's be talking. The moment I know you, the way you talk to me, the way you advise me.
Is that not enough reason to run away from somebody if that person is stalking you? A man that is creating new different numbers and stuff to stalk, is that not a reason to never let that person come near you?
Thank you, sir. I thought the same, but people said I'm overreacting.
To tell you this, it seems like you yourself, you are enjoying the attention.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're enjoying that attention of somebody just running on.
Maybe.
And just sneaking under the table, coming from the roof. You see, yeah, he's running after me.
Not really the case. Like somebody that can call me like 5 times a week, I won't answer him.
Any mental school.
Thank you. That is the one. That is what I kept telling people.
I'm a man.
This man needs therapy. Needs
of course, I'm a man. I'm not going to be sneaking on a woman like that. No, I won't be sneaking like that. The moment I start sneaking, something's wrong with me. There's something wrong with me.
It sounds very possessive, very
Number
angry.
2, it's possible for him to actually. It's possible for him to actually, maybe he's into a bet that himself and a friend was like, when are you going to get down with this girl? I said, well, I'm still planning it. Or if you can do it, you win $10,000. And he's going to try to make sure he will get you and he will do everything possible to get you. And it's just a game. And it's just a game. But even you are enjoying this thing and this is not good for you. It's a roller coaster relationship. It's going to mess with your mind. And then eventually down the road, you're going to use him as an example. And that will actually may prevent you from actually holding onto a good guy. Because the good guy will come and then you will think it's going to be exactly like this guy. So you will prevent the good guy from actually displaying why he's with you and all that. So
I can particularly say there's good guy out there. I met another one. We have like each different.
Let's go to another. Don't tell us the story.
Let me tell my relationship problem. I will come up another time. Thank you for your time.
When you come up another time,
very much.
About the next one.
Thank you. God bless you, sir.
All right, my sister. God bless you.
Thank you.
So let's go to Temitope. You next. Temitope is still not there. Let's go to Jean King. Jean King, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Okay, I think I'm on now.
Yeah.
Good. Hello. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, we are waiting for you.
Well done, sir.
Thank God.
Okay. Yes. Today I was actually online and I saw your video, and it came up at a time that I just felt like giving up. I'm going through a lot of things, and I don't even know who to discuss with because people I try to talk to, I normally find it difficult to discuss my relationship. But once in a while, when I think I gather the courage to talk, it's always with the wrong people. I got married 15 years ago, and I got married to this man. We started on a good note. I think close to a year after the marriage, he lost his job. And the major problem started from there. I have to pick up the responsibility in the house. I don't want people to actually see the loophole. So I started doing all the necessary things so nobody noticed anything. So I think he got used to this. Got used to this, that even sometimes I expected him to at least assist. He's always waiting for me to provide solutions to all problems, and it got to the stage that he always believed I can always solve or problems in the house, but forgotten that I need someone to talk to. I have a man, I have somebody to, at least we are two in the relationship. At a point, I look at the certificate he was having, and I just want to make everything short. I look at it that he needs to go back to school. Out of the business I'm running, I said, okay, go back, I will be paying. At least when you finish, you'll be able to support the house better. He went back to school, he graduated. It affected my business one way or the other, so I have to pick up my certificate again, then go back to salary jobs. So after the whole graduation stuff, he's not just used to taking responsibilities in the home. So I kept on. Then luckily he got a job. And things were getting a little bit better. But surprisingly, after 3 months, he got one of his clients pregnant. He didn't open up in the marriage. I was just seeing, different changes. He won't come home to sleep. Started giving excuses, this new behavior where and there. And I don't even know who to, because he's the only son. So it's so difficult that when you go to the family to complain, they are always in his support. So he got somebody pregnant, and when the whole mess happened, the woman started, I think he said he's not the one responsible for the pregnancy. So the woman started, going to his office, harassing him. He opened up. I still even be the one to go to the police station. There was a time they locked him up. I have to go and bail him. The whole stress, I developed health issues based on that, because the woman will also call me to threaten me. So I stayed with him, all in the name of this good wife mentality, and we were able to overcome that. Because of the stress here and there, the woman later lost the pregnancy. We went to the police, we settled the case, and he promised never to do that
But you
again.
you laughed when
As
you
at
said
that
she
point,
lost the
I'm tired.
pregnancy, right?
Sir, I
Keep
can
talking.
hear you.
Keep talking. We're hearing you. Hello?
Okay.
Are you in a mosque?
Yes, sir.
We can hear a
So,
mosque behind. There's a mosque very close to your house.
hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I can
I
hear
said,
you, sir.
you can't hear me, right?
I can hear you now.
All right, keep talking then.
So, okay. At the long run, he promises not, because as at that point, my family asked me to leave him. They were like, I should start coming back home. So his family and everybody came back to our house, begged. They tried to settle the issue. So I knew that immediately after the problem at work, they are going to sack him. So we came back together, and we thought, I do marketing. I'm into marketing of different, it depends on whatever you're selling. So I tried to gather money as at that point to start my business together. But because we are back, I used this money to sponsor this guy out of the country to Dubai. Now, he got to Dubai for close a year plus. The agreement was that after a year plus 2 years, he's going to pick the family, I and the kids, and everybody will settle down there. Now, he got there, he said things were not like he expected, that things were not actually like that. Then,
Yeah,
he started giving me excuses.
Dubai is not a good
Now,
place for Nigerians.
yes. So he went about 5 years ago. So after a year, 2 years, I'm still battling with expenses at home here and there, because he kept telling me. And one thing I now notice is he now went back to his old ways. I will send messages. He will read my messages. I will be seeing the blue marks. He will not respond to messages. After some time, he will come back to apologize and said, I am sorry. I'm actually going through this, that. That's why I've not been responding to messages. This thing kept going on. And, I went to the parents. I complained to them that this thing is giving me psychological problem. I cannot be dating a man. I'm married to a man that almost 3 months, he won't call home and he will be comfortable. And anytime I try to be like, I am tired, I'm not going to do this anymore, he will always come back and, telling me a lot of things. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again. He kept repeating it and always coming back to apologize as at the period I want to make my decision. Now, you said something the other time. You said you shouldn't talk about relationship to your pastor. I tried to talk to my pastor. He said, with all these things you have invested into this marriage, you need to endure this so that at the end of the day you will not lose. I tried to talk to everybody. They were like, I should keep enduring. Now, I'm just married and I live a single life because I'm not actually living like a married woman. I am tired. I need help. Now, the problem I'm having now is the hard economy. We need the support now here in Nigeria, but I'm not getting that support. So in order to support my kids, and it's hard on me, at the same time, I'm not actually getting the love. Everywhere is just hard for me, and I'm not just happy. As at this point, today I thought of filing a divorce, that maybe I should go ahead and just tell him I don't want to do this anymore. So that's my purpose of coming online.
Let me just say this to you quickly. You know, I had to bring my torchlight to look for your pastor. It's like, where is he hiding? Where's your pastor? Now the issue here is that when you go to pastors and they tell you continue to endure, you know, sometimes it's not because they are stupid. It's just because pastors don't like relationships to break. They don't like relationships to break, so they nobody don't want to face reality. And right now, as you're talking, I can feel it. It's there that you're a depressed person. You are broken already. You've gone through so much. Now, if you should suddenly die, it is still same your pastor that will now go and put funeral service together for your enemy. And then they will say, ah, oh, badeleti, oh. Tese angeli tite. Tese angeli tite. Tomo garabi kristali. Tomo garabi kristali. Lemo ide. Leru. Olùfẹ́, àpéjọpọ̀ síbi láti torí Sister Mary tí ó jẹ́ Ọlọ́run nípè kí Ọlọ́run kó tẹ̀wọ̀n sí abẹ́fẹ́ rere. You don't die. O ti kú time yẹn nìyẹn o. O ti kú nìyẹn o. And you are dead and they're going to bury you. Those stupid pastors will eat jollof rice, still collect honorarium. And when they finish collecting honorarium, they will go to their own house and go to their own wives. All right? I'm not lying to you. All right? You're dead. Your children will suffer after you're gone. Don't let anybody in this world actually push you to your grave. It's time for you to do something about this situation. Okay? If you want to go through my process, I can take you. I will call that guy up. Do you want this relationship or not? Okay? If you don't want this relationship, don't tie this woman down. If you already moved on in Dubai, stay in Dubai and leave this woman alone. Let her find her own level and be okay. How old are you, my sister?
I'm 39.
You're 39. The prime 39. Of your life. Just imagine, this is the time you're supposed to be doing honeymoon every day with your husband. And you are here right now holding your pillow and your money is gone with this guy to Dubai who is banging something over there, enjoying his life right now, ignoring you. So, you see, divorce is biblical. And divorce is not the end of life. All right? When something is not happening, it's not going on, instead of we killing each other, you go your way and let me go my way. Don't actually drive me insane. Don't send me to psychiatric hospital. Tell me you are done and I'll be gone. And you can go your way, we go my way. We just agree to do parenting. And that's it. Simple as ABC. Marriage is not a do or die. Marriage is not a do or die at all. Somebody said something about divorce. Yeah, let me quickly say it. Let me quickly say it. The person said, divorce is not the end. Okay, yeah, you got it. It's not the end of life. You are not Sister Divorce. Your name is Sister Funke. You are not a single mother. Your name is Sister Funke. Before and after divorce, you are still the same person. All right? But the issue is that it will not be good for you to go crazy and you leave your children, this innocent kid, to suffer. Their father is not going to be in their life. All right? Nobody's going to be in their life. I'm telling you, everybody will promise we will, but they will not. And you are the only person who could die for your kids. So you don't want to go insane. You don't want to go crazy because now you have kids to mentor. You have kids to protect. You have kids to train. So it is you first. You don't care about marriage. Marriage is nonsense. I'm telling you, man. Majority of the men that are inside of marriage today, they are not even ripe for marriage at all. They just feel they want to go inside of marriage for their own selfish interest. All right? And now you could see it. And he has done it 3 times to you. 3 times. And this is now the time that you have to do you. And do you means you have to look inward. Whatever money you're having right now, you're actually taking care of yourself. And then you want to sign up for counseling session, let's reach out to him and let us know, are you still interested or you not? Once you are not interested, go and kiss transformer. They have transformer in Dubai too. Make sure there is electricity. Remove your shoe. Pour water on your leg and kiss the transformer. And then everything is going to be all right. 7 virgins are going to be waiting for you in heaven. All right? And that's it. And you can take care of yourself. Number one, you have to take care of your mental health. Because right now, you're broken. You have to go through therapy to fix yourself. Okay? And then for you to disconnect from the past and look at the future. Right now, the future is blurry. You don't know what the future holds for you. But the future will be clear by the time you're here. All right? So I can't talk too much here. All right? But by the grace of God, all is going to be well with you.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
God bless you. And thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks so
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, thank you.
Sir.
All right. All right, thank you very much, guys. I think I've overused my time. This is 12:48 on the PM side. I need to go and attend to my clients. I have counseling sessions booked already. I need to go take care of them. So, but let me just throw this out real quick before I go. Don't stay in a relationship if you are not getting the profit of that relationship. Don't stay there. It doesn't want it. By the time you turn 80, it will just be like you've wasted your entire life. There is so much to do in this life. You have not been to Italy. You have not been to Germany. You have not gone to Cancun. You have not traveled the world. You have not seen people. You have not eaten dishes that you've never eaten before. That life is still waiting for you. Depression is not the friend of life. Okay? Death is not supposed to be your portion. Marriage is not supposed to kill you. Marriage is supposed to enhance you, elongate your life. Marriage is not designed to make you happy, but you yourself supposed to find happiness by yourself. It is your passion that will give you happiness, not marriage. Marriage is designed to suck your joy unless you're inside of a relationship with somebody who understands marriage, and that person will boost your happiness. But you must first of all find the joy and the happiness first. It is not his relationship to make you, it is not his responsibility to make you happy. And it is not your responsibility to make him happy. He must find happiness. If you are sad before marriage, you remain sad for the rest of your life. If you are sad before marriage, you can never be happy in marriage. So you need to go and find that source of happiness. Connect to it. Be happy. Do what you love. Do what you love to do that is creating joy for you. Don't marry a sissy. When you marry a man that is a sissy and is a mommy's boy, you will see hell. Before you get married, please make sure you check. Check very well. It is not everybody you see on the street that is normal. There are some people that you see on the street, boogie jenny, all right? So be very careful. And if you are yet to follow me on TikTok, please go ahead and follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook also for more nuggets like this. And I'll be coming your way again tomorrow by the grace of God. I was surprised I gained almost about 13,000 people within 3 days. Within 3 days, I gained 13,000 followers. That's insane. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for your gift. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your support. God bless you. But I won't care. And I will never blink. Men, you can go ahead and hate me all you like. I will continue to bring this kind of messages to you until we start seeing the difference, the change. And I pray that the Lord will touch your heart and change you guys for the better. Because these women here, they deserve to be treated nicely. They are the daughters of the king. They are princesses, and they're supposed to be treated like that. They're supposed to enjoy their life and be at peace, and so shall it be, in Jesus' name. I will see you guys again by the grace of God tomorrow, or probably tonight, or by Jamijel. I'll be back here. See you guys later. And I love you. Can I give you a hug, please? I want to give you that's the hug for you. And keep it gospel. See you guys later.